Ascension. I think he was a solid pickup there. And then the obvious one is Yumpy, like someone who has been within the scene for a long time. I'm not going to lie, looking down at the stage and seeing him not in a Team Liquid jersey is weird. But also, he's taken over that leadership. And I know that in the past, I believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Sliggy looked to make him an IGL. Looked at him as someone who has that level of intelligence to sort of manage a team and sort of take them with decent ideas in the right direction. So it really now just comes down to, have these teams both made their right choices? Is Cloud the right man for the job to lead GX to victory, with obviously some help from the coaching staff? And the same on the other side for Yumpy. Is this new role going to be something that makes him or breaks him?
And of course, you have to look towards the position that these squads are in as well. When we talk about the offseason, sure, they've been playing a little bit, and it's always hard to tell to what extent they're putting their real playbook into action, and whether they're just testing something. But I think that as we come on through the format here, it's not as forgiving in Kickoff as Stage 1, Stage 2, where you're going to have your matches to prepare way in advance, where you're not going to be facing
Apollo, do not rip my jacket.
One of these squads will be going down lower bracket, and I think for BBL, I want to see them coming in hot, but the problems that they've had behind the scenes are obviously something that's on everyone's mind. The fact that, you know, limited practice, travel restrictions, you've got Vac coming in here instead of Chiwa as well, who is a big member. Even when we saw him taking out something like a Breach, he was putting up numbers, but we know
the beast.
The man is a beast, unfortunately. Yeah, we heard that far too often. But when it comes to the Sentinel role, that is just somewhere we're used to seeing Chiwa, and I think he's going to have huge impact when he makes his way here. Yeah. But for now, it's on Vac to fill that in again with limited time. But sometimes that can be a little bit of a honeymoon period, ends up taking the team. And well, look, we've seen players like
finally back in the game. Let's go.
In the substitute position. So I'm excited for what Vac can bring, because thinking back to 2020, 2021, he was one of the most exciting players out there on the market.
Well, he's sort of someone as well who's played.
Alright. Got BBLs to buy. Looks like they're just going for standard A control.
Chiwa, though, is that Sentinel. He has been since day one Valorant all the way to now. He has been an incredible Cypher player, so he's difficult to replace.
Next, quickly take B. Or C, sorry.
They're gonna go fast. It has to almost be an all.
Probably expecting it.
Straight into the C side.
Oh, they're sending everything towards the side of BBL as Yumpy's
nice first kill.
And Vac, well, forced to spam a smoke and then back out. This is a clean take from GX.
Using their Vice Wall for post-plan setups.
One player thinned out, now down to just Sociable, and two lined up ready to take him down. GX reclaim the man advantage. 3 versus 2. Cloud almost grabs one through the wall, and well, now they're in a spot up bother. Loon can't push for a moment. Time ticks down, and with 2 players still,
Watched a lot of teams use their Vice Wall as like trip watch, so I'm glad they're actually using it on site.
Easy one to solve. A blast pack play is well, ambitious from Loon. They're left in the dust. 3-0 start from the attacking side.
It does seem like that is going to be a trait of this team. You've got Purpo taking space, Cloud as the first fight. And the thing is, yeah, sure, most leaders you'd go, I don't want my IGL taking the point of contact. Cloud's individual skill, in my opinion, is someone who's still underrated. Like, he's been so good for so long. I don't think they had the best of years last year, so it wasn't really reflected in that manner. But I'm excited to see this work, because so far he's 4-on-1, had a great start individually, and being on that attack side with that sort of quasi-double Sentinel for the defense.
Alright.
This is a really good start.
BBL back on an eco. Immediately lose their fade through a smoke. That's rough.
Off of the fade on the other side, a lot of utility taken out of BBL's hands early. And in a round like this, you really want your util if you've got any left. The pistols that are in play, not going to stand a great chance at most of these fights. Prophet at least retrieves the Guardian. Doesn't look like they're going to be pushing towards him. That paranoia, though, isn't followed up on, and instead...
I like the pacing of Giant X, taking a little pause, just to wait for any type of aggression, then just going to an A hit off the ult.
The fact is GX playing this one nice and safe, not knowing if the site is clear. Send through the ult. And wow, this is almost just looking like...
Ooh, flank watch with the Outlaw. Oh wow. I was gonna say I like how they're fighting together, but kind of lost a couple right there. All good, 3v2. Cloud, man, is just on something right today. Been really confident. What is the audio?
BBL taking pistols and one little investment to a Guardian. Let's look to the next, because that has to be where hope starts to brew for BBL. They're now going to pull rifles into play, and hopefully with that find some positive results. But Tom, the thing is, as this game's been going on and their economy's been sorting itself out, the same thing's been happening on the GX side. They're coming into this round one away from a showstopper. I think Purpo may be a little bit of a safety net for this squad if they do end up needing it.
Yeah, I think as well, just like every single opener has seemingly gone the way of
I don't know why my stream on YouTube isn't being public. It's
like
weird.
Lotus, where you have 3 sites to defend, easy rotations across the map. If you lose that pick, you lose some space, but okay, Luke's just gonna go walkabout. It didn't have any real...
Alright, first round BBL get first kill. It's good. Next setting that spike. I like this little angle. This little double setup.
For the first time seeing a real struggle, and they'd spread out into a default looking for picks anywhere, and instead picks have been found on them. They're left to hope that with the presence on B and C, the west side can walk up. Clouds, I mean, he's going incredibly aggressive. You would imagine most teams would look at west side here as the win condition.
Oh!
Tries to make his own look.
Good reaction.
Nice attempt, but Loon able to get the better of him.
Yeah, so this round you kind of just see the dangers of contacting. You go to up-down setup on C, quick aggression on the guy taking mid-space. And then Giant X feel like they just have to take ones to make plays, and they don't win it, so it's kind of over now.
Ultimate's not particularly close on either player as well, and with Loon having a showstopper, if it ever got dangerous, you feel like he would just pop that to make sure the round comes through clean. And already stunning up the player who's planting a paranoia as well. They know roughly where that last man's going to be standing. It is a clean sweep for the side of BBL for their first round.
A much better showing, and that's what we needed to see. The hope restored for this squad, because in some of those rounds, even the player cams we were cutting to, you could see the frustration building. And then 4-0,
I wish I could watch this in like 4K.
7-0, that's when that frustration really boils over. Luckily, we missed the boiling point this time around, and BBL, well, they're simmering up, they're cooking something. Showstopper available.
BBL finally get on the board.
Same can be said for Loon, so they're going to match firepower in this round. Put all their credits on the line.
Yeah, the good thing is as well, having that in-zone flawless to allow them to get right back onto the board. Keep the credits good as well, so if they lose this one, they're still going to be fine. It's not a complete death sentence. It's something. And we've already said with this map, in general, you are looking at those attack side rounds anyway, so they're on the board. Can they now look to...
Alright, Giant X take quick A control. BBL... Just kind of expecting that. Gonna set up to defend. This crossfire.
4 players sat over there for the defense, and the attackers are rotating in another direction.
Well, this won't catch BBL off guard. Vac has been jump peeking this angle all round. His A and D keys are being worn out. Eventually, he spots his target, falls back, has his cam ready to...
Nice, so BBL out of this rotation with the Omen ult. Doubling up mid, get that lurker, good. So now they can go into this retake up 1 with the Raze ult to lead. The only thing is letting them in post plant with his Vice wall would be interesting. Alright. Yeah, that was interesting. Now we've destroyed our advantage. Man, that arc rose coming online already, so huge. At least now they've triggered this wall, so know where it's gonna be. And realize they're not using it for flank. But I think they kind of let them off the hook there. With the Omen TP and the Cypher, you need to be playing on site. We're doubling up on B watching the lurker. You have 3 towards C. Could have just fought on site. Instead we full retake.
And for BBL, the hope that they found in round 5 may now start to show some cracks.
Yeah, we're also seeing like small little bits of that Vice utility that can sort of bring itself value, like having deep razor vines put into play, like when you're trying to rotate through. Obviously, you kind of see Vac standing in it. It doesn't do much if you don't move, but it is just that slow effect. That's one of the sort of major things that changes
Yeah.
it. It makes it more awkward to get into position, and you also take a little bit more damage as you do. So it's sort of what we said with GX. When you get into that post plant, the utility there,
She's finding a lot of value so far. I like how they're using her on post plant.
And we've seen that multiple times now where you have that cross waited for by Purpo, and then each time Cloud is just watching. If anybody takes a step too far, they are dead, because he's not been missing. Bear in mind again, this is now him starting the season as that IGL. He's 9-3 at the top of the board. He's taken it in a stride.
The off-season work certainly paying off. I think he's just been on the
Wait, what was that? Because that was not enough time for it to time out. Just a little tech pause or something.
Don't you dare.
Well, we've just had a pause. The voice will be
Alright. Giant X look like they're going to take fast B.
building up a big lead on their map.
A little contacty play.
They've got rifles still, holding on to their economy. The firm grip for now, but that may slip in round 7. GX faking the B control, and look how many of BBL's players are there. 3.
Nice, they're leaving west side.
But no, it's coming in on C instead, and the pressure
Basically just get C for free.
falls in the hands of Vac. He's standing in for this roster, doing a remarkable job damage-wise onto Purpo. They can't quite stop that site from being taken.
I don't know, like, if this is what your Cypher player is going to do, why even play Cypher? Like, what are we doing? Like, I know he's a stand-in, but he cannot just be afforded to just giving up sight every time for Cypher. We have to fast flood. Cannot be playing retake against the scalp, guys.
Yes, no one's gone ahead of the pack. Instead, they go together on the stuns. Loon, sociable, putting up
Oh, this one's going to work out pretty well in their favor, though.
to try and recover in a 1v4.
Nice job.
BBL, they're not going to let go without a serious fight. 5-2, still a lot of work to be done, but certainly inspiring faith with this round on the board.
Yeah, that was so much better as well. Like, Vac plays it smart. He realizes, okay, my team are nowhere near. If I go pushing into this one alone, try and take a 1v1 fight, I potentially throw away the entirety of the round, so he's incredibly patient. And
Yeah, I mean, the kill by Cypher CT was huge.
They just go, nope, this time we're going to wait. We're going to play that man advantage. We're going to wait for the stun of Yumpy as well, which leaves that player in the back corner basically screwed. Much more
Just kind of a bad fight on Giant X's side. Just the solo swing on the Cypher without the trade. It's just not good.
Not a single player struggling in terms of credits. Again, global control.
Alright, nothing really online for BBL. Giant X out of the Viper ults. Going into a little slow spread default.
He's not deterred. Wants to walk straight into the angle, but now GX are grouping up. They're looking to come and take that fight to him. 1-to-1 trade. It's not that bad.
Alright, you can live with that.
Player coming in to fill the spot and get aggressive. Profek creeping his way over. Unfortunately, GX have gone the other way.
Look at the overall control. Deep B main.
I don't mind this trade. Losing your race to take out their fade.
Doesn't have an early warning system.
Don't mind it at all.
Spotted at any point. Sociable can get there incredibly fast. The only problem is if Vac can hold on again. This time he's much
Big question why we had fade up so high. Solo.
He's gonna get that opener.
Completely surrounded though, down to 3 HP.
Wow. Okay.
Holding on strong. Vac, the linchpin for
Hey, you did your job there. That was good.
He's been doing the work on C, staying alive, buying them time, and this time getting them the advantage. 3 versus 1. The plant for Tamazi, he knows that he can't just allow them to group up and take the retake. He wants to pick one player off.
Oh, almost.
Immediately by the trade though. 5-3. BBL, the gap is now down to 2, and this is looking much more.
Alright, yeah.
Again, like, he might not be up there on the scoreboard at the moment, but Vac's done an impressive job over the last couple of rounds. 2 completely different ways.
That's how quickly this game can change. Suddenly it's only a 2-round difference.
Perfect, thank you for the replay. And it just makes that kill safe. Like, he could have risked it, he could have taken it a little bit early on while he's being bombarded by bullets and utility, but instead he's patient and just holds on enough. A 2 trade there for his own life when he is against the whole team. Not bad.
Alright, finally meeting at A for the first time this game.
Sociable capitalizes
1 for 1. BBL out of trades. Got the alt usage. Their Raze has the op online holding B. I like that because typically they're contact lurking. Not this time though.
Gorgeous stuff for BBL and a 3 versus 1 that they're left in. GX, they've run head first into a brick wall. No control given on A.
It's left onto a west side. Another newbie to the league, someone that, again, we haven't seen at that top level yet, but has been talked about an awful lot in terms of someone to watch. This is going to be a tough one, though. The second he goes for this peak, there should be a swing, and he's not even going to win that first battle. Yumpy takes him out. 4 rounds now for BBL, and the comeback looking great. And I have to say, it is really intriguing watching the sort of 2 different leadership styles from the IGL. As I said, we've seen a lot of early...
The C's was huge. Then that Omen TP creates space, and wow, catch them off guard. That was such a nice peek. Nice spray transfer.
For anybody around the map, be that in this round, it was Prophet. We've seen it the round before for Vac. He is just the setup man. Even got a kill at the end.
Yeah, well, he's got 3 kills, but 7 assists up on the board, and you can see how impactful they've been. This player able to support B or A so quickly, and it's something that's going to have to be adapted to by GX. It looks like
interesting. What is Omen doing? Alright, Giants just kind of get B for free. I don't know if their Omen was AFK or something. Felt like he should have been the one watching that. Wow, Yumpy. Through Hobbit door. Two Sheriff picks by Giant X. 2v3. I mean, this should still be very winnable.
For BBL, it seemed like they had that locked down, but now an uphill battle once again for this BBL squad.
Yeah, this is the moment where clearly GX believe they can win this one.
Just can't get hit by this Odin. So weak. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's the one thing the pistols don't have. It's gonna be left all onto west side once again. Trying to.
Oh, he didn't see him. He's gonna get hit in his back. Haha. Damn.
Be there, 1 shot to the head, and BBL from what was a real daunting start.
Hey, I mean that was a good try by Giant X. Almost pull that round off. Yeah, it was a really nice.
He just took that wider angle slightly off his opponent's screen. That red highlight doesn't really help if you're not looking at them. A 5-5 scoreline now, and for GX,
all tied up.
Felt very easy starting it out. They were shutting down BBL every which way. I think 5-1. At one point, but now momentum's built up, and even in rounds where they have pistols and a huge advantage, they still have to fight tooth and nail to get it across the line. It's a close game, as represented by the scoreline. 2 left to play for in this half.
I can already tell how this year is going to be memeable. Just whenever the cams go down, I know we're going to make it happen. I wonder if this is going to be the first not so happy Pipson cam of the year. Then again, I feel like that's just default. He might not be happy, he might be having the best day of his life, but this is starting to look rough because it started really clean. Like Cloud was pretty much running riot, getting an opening kill every single round, and now he's been caught up by Loon. As said, that 18-year-old Turkish talent. No one's ever said that line before. No, that's never been said. Never been said.
Turkey, what?
No,
only
crazy,
every player.
Crazy. It does feel like the cheat code. It's like, well, I picked up a few Turkish players. Oh, they're all insane. No way. But no, Loon has been special. Like, definitely a few moments where you go, that might have been a little bit over the top. But I think that's why he's here. You want that explosive part to the rest of the nature of the team. And he is looking very good, even with the operator in hand.
All right. BBL with all the momentum. Giant X still have a bye.
It's going to be a matter of you've got to push past the boundaries to really realize where they are. Sometimes he's going to try things that don't work, and you just have to hope he learns from those mistakes. But definitely want to see him.
Alright, got a nice little 1-3-1 setup. I wish they had gone to this earlier, but whatever they've been doing has been working. Just the amount of kind of solo plays. Ooh, a little walk up too. I like this risk. They're gonna catch West Side. Yep.
Might not matter though. Already losing that lurk player, and this is the problem of not having a traditional.
Wow.
They've just been slaughtered from the backlines, and in zone flawless, and you've just taken a pause, and that's been the clean.
That was a beautiful round. I love that. Just taking advantage of all the things that Giants do. West Side being alone, they're kind of slow, defaulty pace that allows them to flank and have really good timing.
Completely crumble those dominoes, but BBL adapt to it. They sense the free space on B, they walk it up and take the fight to them.
All I'm saying is I would have called that play a lot earlier. That's all I'm saying.
GX, maybe they won't set up as much and be a little bit more in your face. That could send them into.
Oh, that's rough.
But in fact, the up's being dropped immediately.
Not the start they were looking for.
Alright, so able to get site for free again. BBL just really comfortable retaking, even against comp. Down numbers, but the Fade ult should make this easier. 2v3. I mean, I haven't even planted yet. Like, we still have a lot of time here. I wonder what that TP was about. Maybe it was kind of a fake, so that they think he's possibly coming through here. I mean, you know they're there. You don't even need to rally that. Oh, almost. Still have another TP to work with. Could go top box.
No element of surprise in West Side, 7 HP posted for the headshot. It is a 6-6 scoreline at the half, but for GX and how it started, that's going to put a sour taste in their mouth.
Yeah, for sure. They managed to get it over the line in the loss, but that was a really impressive comeback from the side of BBL. I don't know. We now get to see if they're going to have that same sort of level.
That was really nice by Yompi. I wish he had more teammates with him. I don't really know what's going on with that retake pacing. Pretty even half. It's a game I can play. Ooh, you snake. That's always fun.
Welcome back, folks. It's time to kick off half number 2. BBL versus GX, and they are neck and neck. Might as well be the start of the game. But for GX, they wish it was. That's when they had a good time. 5-1 up in the and then BBL caught right back up on them. A close game we anticipated, and it seems like the teams are delivering exactly as we'd hoped.
Yeah, I think this is where, though, I expect a little bit more from that combination of Vice Viper. I think, like, having that for the defensive side, you're going to have more of an anchor on either side, good opportunities to sort of create awkward positions, even if it's just by using that Viper screen across the map and basically having an element to delay your opponents. I think that's going to be tougher than some of the more standardized composition we've seen, which normally favor the attack.
Yeah, I'm really curious how they use this Vise on defense. So right now it's just kind of functioning as a Cypher trip to proceed.
So much value to bring to the table. Viper wall already bypassed by BBL, looking for a fight and finding it. It's Loon to open it up. A lot of headshots delivered. Profek left Tamazi so
I mean, can we swing as a team?
Cloud has to
Like, what are we
step up to
doing?
the plate for the recovery. He's already done damage. He swings out wide, an aggressive stance again. We're used to seeing it from Cloud. The spams don't quite net him the result he was looking for. Left to 10 HP. Turns tail and leaves Runner to lock down that fight. 2v2.
They split up and look for clues, and that allows GX to actually isolate the battle. It was looking like an almost done deal before that.
And this is another thing I'm going to be looking out for is just this arc rose, because is it still something where they're picking it up, but it's not being shown? Or are they just not picking it up? I'm really curious about that.
And you can see again the slow stance of this defense as they try and figure out where those remaining attackers could be. They do have to get a move on though.
Yeah, that time is starting to tick away. And now 10 HP on Cloud is all that remains. The stun is perfect as well. It's gonna have to be one hell of a shot from Cloud. Another needs to be
good try.
Close. For a second I started to believe, but it is BBL walking away with the lead now 7-6 after a terrible start to this map. It must be a sensational feeling.
I mean, that was just a great first shot.
In half number 2.
Yeah, I think any doubts about Luna already starting to be answered. It definitely looks like someone who can just have that crispy aim that you expect to see from the Turkish players, the headshot machines of the present day. And again, like they're just caveating with the fact that they are currently playing with a stand-in. I don't think Vax looked like one whatsoever. Loon already tagged desperately low. 5 HP.
Aggressive A control on this anti-eco with an outlaw. Like it.
5 HP left on Loon, though, and it's
Oh.
a wall bang to take him down. Wasn't to live much longer.
Good haunt. This team's definitely looking a little rusty.
Like I've seen him get so many wallbang kills with Guardians, even maybe the odd Odin, but I don't feel like he's normally the catalyst of that weapon. Even does it with Sheriffs.
Oh. You're not going to lose that weapon for too long, but Profek, well, maybe it's cursed. He picks it up and straight away down to low HP.
I don't really think that peak was great.
That came in with just pistols. They've done a lot of damage, a little more.
I understand you probably need to get aggressive, but
just about walk away with 3 alive.
there was just too much of a gap in that flash.
In the wrong direction. So the thing is, if they just lost the 2 players and kept all 3 weapons, it's fine.
I always think he looks like Evan Peters.
Not the end of the world. They lose a gun as well, so that's an incredibly costly one.
From that angle, at least, especially.
Obviously, they're
The
going to this
glasses.
one still with some weaponry to play with, and I see Loon still having that sniper in hand.
Yeah, that was
not
nice.
too worried, but it is going to be a tough round for them to take over the line with GX now investing into all of that weaponry. And this is sort of what I was talking about. You've got these 3 more aggressive players.
Can we get the audio and not just your audio, please, Casters?
Aggressive push coming out from Tomasi and Cloud. They're just going all the way through here.
They've just taken the fight right up. BBL.
Seems like the defenders of this A control have found a lot of success, no matter what side it's been.
He's got a round to attempt a recovery of a Guardian and a 1v4 Cloud on 75 HP. Not much else to report back in terms of
Maybe need to go into more of a re-clear A instead of a direct fight. Because we're just not winning it.
Squad of 2 waiting on the contact of Cloud. Really nice setup.
Oh, okay, gets 2.
To survive, and well, it's a good thing they had that second or third, I suppose, player ready to peak.
Yeah, no, that, again.
You know, this stand-in looks pretty solid.
Than anything else. So coming out with 3
I don't know who their
players
5th is
rather
supposed to
than
be.
just the one that was initial. It's not bad at all. I will say the defense in this one though, like Tomasi went out the door and just TP'd straight into rubble and went.
I mean, that's just Cloud being Cloud.
For Cloud, who
In
is
2
still
there,
at the top of the
3.
ball, by the way. 17 and 12 playing that initiator. But it does just seem like their whole goal is, okay, Vice, you're going to lock down one part of the map. Okay, Viper, you're going to lock down the other. And then the rest of us are just going to go fighting somewhere.
Pretty much. I mean, that's always how this game works.
This round out, GX go aggressive on B, looking to catch out Loon. And although damage is done,
Did he just TP right into the nade?
might be decent on Tomasi. Only a trickle of damage, but Cloud left to 16. Very successful early fight.
Alright, some early B pressure.
And the presence on the other
Move
side.
to A.
Gave up A. It's now just a
Yep,
walk
gonna get
through
it
for
pretty
BBL.
free. I think they kind of like sniffed out or set up in that way.
The showstopper to entry. Of course, they don't know that A is free, so it's going to be used to no effect.
Nightfall is there. A very fast retake coming up from that defensive side. already the whole team around this angle. They knew that this was going to be that A site take. The thing is, they haven't really.
Yeah, I was gonna say the pacing is a little bit off, but they're just gonna push as a team. Yeah.
Is enough to get the advantage. Now all they need to do is convert.
5v3. Defuse already being tapped, pulling these players out into the
Oh my God.
winning every fight.
What happened?
The advantage was huge, but now it's non-existent. The tap from West Side, the wrap is coming, no Profec on him and taking
Oh my God.
West Side makes the impossible reality.
Holy shit. Can we see what happened, Tree? Because they got 3 picks there.
Just debut in the VCT, you can't be doing stuff like that. It just stunned up for both, but when you hit the one taps, it really doesn't matter how stunned you are in those fights. The thing is,
Oh my God.
It was a 5v3 post spot. You go, okay, easy pickings for GX now. They just have to work in synergy. He gets hit by a Rolling Thunder, hit by a stun. And
Jeez. That's nasty.
one of them through a wall. As said, this guy was hyped up. Someone coming from that tier 2, coming from Diamant. Not really a team that you really saw even get towards that sort of ascension path, but this guy's pretty good.
Pipson just looked like he experienced happiness.
Sociably. Sociable.
It wasn't quite a smile, but for Pipson,
Wonder which one it
was
is.
close enough. Quick push in. BBL looked to steal back the happiness.
Alright. Eco quick B push, pretty standard.
He got a taste of happiness, and now it's replaced.
1-for-1 trade.
They don't get beat. But the rotations are pulled into effect, not off of the C site though. Still 2 players here, a third on his way.
Nice. Way to use the rose to give yourself an easier fight.
BBL had some momentum after that first kill, but it has quickly fallen by the wayside.
Yeah, again, it just seems like the danger fell with Loon in that one. They do have themselves the outlaw to play with. Chance with a couple of tagged up players, even actually in fact it's only Tomazi that actually has the heavy shield, so this is basically the 2-shot operator at this point.
30 seconds left.
A chance for him to potentially find a kill or two, but you can just see the angles that are being given up. They don't want to allow any
Those thorns, bro. Brutal.
to that attacking side, and while for Yumpy, a pistol, Tomazi waiting for him on the other side. It was an opener and then one-way traffic in the other direction. GX have reclaimed their lead, but I'll be honest, for map 1 of VCT EMEA, it's been an absolute banger.
Yeah, it's been great.
For a lot of rookies coming in and players debuting on that stage, the nerves and players not delivering 100%. I think this is close to the opposite. We're seeing them.
And I like how they used their Visol B. Probably expecting a fast B push. So it's really nice.
Barely in the lead. But now the real problem brewing. There's some ultimates for BBL. Not many high.
Alright, we're gonna get a rubble fight or mount fight. A little overextension by Purpo. Didn't need to go that far. Oh, the one-way falls. Oh my gosh, he's gonna get nothing. Let me see what happened flank.
Again, I want to give credit to the supportive utility of BBL. I feel like that has been a talking point throughout this game so far, but they are dead if not for Sociable. The reveal he throws gives people an image after they get hit by that. I think it was the paranoia left basically the whole team blind. That reveal just straight away makes it so it's not so dangerous. Look, watch.
I mean, this is what I mean by the rust. Like, that haunt wasn't crazy.
They are all blind, they are screwed. So, great work from Sociable. Well, heading back in to the round, it seems the attack are going to make their move towards this B site. Again, you've got West Side waiting. Some supportive utility to delay them a bit. That Razorvine again is going to slow them down.
Alright. Haunt to bait out the Razorvine.
At this stage, especially going to round 19, a lot of your play early round is going to be removed.
Insert your raise.
Pieces that are in play for GX, leaving them guessing a little bit more.
And he should get re-cleared pretty quickly here.
I think to a lot of these early rounds coming out of BBL, GX were often doing a 2-2-1, just set up, looking to get West Side embedded on A or find picks across the map in their duos. BBL, on the other hand, seemed to have a much more 2-point approach. taking space here on A with the intention, I thought of going back, but it looks like the spike is coming towards them. The battle for Rubble could be everything in terms of the shape of this round, and with the resistance they've seen BBL go the other direction. The problem is there's been no rotations, Tom, and actually GX have seen with that fake presence on A for just a moment, they guess that it's the C site. Viper's pick goes down to greet them, and now you're locked in there with them.
Bring me Arsenal.
But we have seen so far in this match, this man does do his best work alone. He's not
Interesting Viper. I wonder if it was like completely intentional. 2 for 2 trades, 2v2.
Still into that 2 versus 2 scenario, making this one possible for BBL. The setup from GX was nigh on perfect, but it seems
Surely we fight together here. Surely, no 2v2 we fight together. Like, what are we doing, guys? These team fights have been so rough. That was great by Sociable. He's gonna win this.
Down to just a minuscule of HP. One, in fact, for Tomazi. Just trying to cling to life, but he needs to hit the shot, and he won't.
That was nice.
BBL, as Sociable takes it over the line.
Masterclass in decision making from Sociable. The movement into the smoke to avoid the showstopper. He knew taking that fight was a big risk, and probably he's getting traded out. Instead, hides and makes them gamble. They roll the dice and it lands Snake, guys. That's just a terrible situation. And that timing, you saw Purpo realize he must be coming around behind.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a misplay on both sides. Like, the solo fight on the side of BBL, then on Giant X, they had the time to find him in a 2v2 and just chose to sit on Spike in an unfavorable angle with the person on full health, not on Spike.
Galore. GX have only got pistols, and the risk they take is a push-up on B. Although they do get a few shots off, more shots land on them.
Because the second, what was his name? Was it Loon? Yeah, second he died, it was over.
Try and aggress elsewhere on the map. But BBL's so prepared for this. Although saying that, there is a slight gap. It's being held on the cross. Nice shot from Westside once again, but he's going to be dealt with. Does Loon expect the second play? He definitely does now. The paranoia has been heard. Doesn't have a bullet left in the clip, although it's definitely getting a little bit awkward. This fight is a peculiar one that ends up with both players alive. I wouldn't have predicted that at the start of it.
Utility everywhere, and it scared them away. GX giving up the control, but set up with pistols, looking to grab 2vx.
A little timing by Sociable, like that.
He's walking it in right up into their face.
Oh no, actually no, I don't like that. I was thinking PBL were on eco. I do not like that at all. We do not need to be giving guns here. It's a 4v4. I mean, it works out for him, but I don't know, I'm just saying, like, the risk is just not necessary. You get in a post plant in a 4v4 with guns and they have none, you're winning that every time.
With a 2-round gap and 2 to win it.
I have to say, I am impressed with what I'm seeing from BBL in terms of their ability to not panic. Because you're talking about a team that has a brand new IGL, a stand-in, and a lot of young players and inexperienced players coming into the league. In those moments, that came down to 20 seconds. And ultimately, I feel like Sociable, for the most part, was just waiting for rotations. He was like, okay, someone's going to come here eventually. He ends up having to push to do it, but that could have got very dangerous, but they didn't look panicky. They waited for their utility, supported players as well, and ended up keeping the round nice and clean. 2 to the good now. BBL on GX's choice, a map where they started with such a massive advantage. Showstopper's been
use the showstopper, bait out the Vise wall early. It's really good. Pull all those rotations towards CB. A little contact walk by Sociable. I like his aggression. I don't like it on Fade. And I don't like some of his choices, especially last round. But I do like this round a lot better.
That's really what they're waiting for. The chance for someone like Sociable to rip a head off, for one player to overextend. It hasn't happened just yet. It's Loon that has to clear off the site by himself. Sociable's gone looking for someone to take down while the squad on site are doing it all. 2 versus 4. Purpo and Runner. He's lined
oh my god. That's a nice shot.
A lifeline
And they need this round. They're back on eco. Woo! Oh my god, he almost choked it. That's game. BBL, baby.
They started with a big advantage.
This kid's really good, isn't he? He's really good. 22 and 30.
He is.
Playing against, well, majority experienced players within the league, players that you'll highlight, the likes of Purpo, Cloud, Runner, all of them as high impact aimers.
They're old now. It's sociables time.
The 18-year-old Turkish youngster brought in by BBL seems destined to be the star of the show. I was worried when we see Yumpy go down, but it was a bit disjointed from GX in their retake.
I mean, Guardians, but not the best spy.
But now they need a whole lot more.
Quick A control.
Gotta keep your eye out, and that's what GX have done, playing off-site with Westside falling back off A, anticipating that this is the way they'll want to take the
Yumpy has ult, but I save it for post plant. Oh my god, that's rough. I mean, it's over now. Profect being up here with an outlaw on attack. Love that, by the way. Can see over the Viper wall. It's really nice.
Yeah, they finish it with an in-zone flawless as well. It was a shaky start, but a very clean finish for the side of BBL. And more importantly, as you said, they've just won their opponent's map choice with some youngsters, with not a lot of practice, and with a stand-in. I'll be honest, Mitch, I think GX need a break, so we'll head off to one to see if they can turn it around.
I don't really care too much about like map choices. I feel like people just win their opponent's map so often, but they're often enough where I would not be surprised if the other team wins map 2. But BBL looked a lot better. After that slow start, just absolutely dominated. You can bet on these live. Isn't that crazy? I guess I can't. But alright.
Let's go. I got big dreams. I'ma do big things.
I wonder what they're saying about him. I prefer Social B. Social B is fire.
Last year. Pay $0 when you file by 2/18. All tax forms, all 100% free. Now this is taxes.
Social B is fire as fuck. He's just a social little B. Where'd this guy come from? I think they said tier 2, right?
It's an American institution.
Everything you're about to see has never been seen before.
My first audition, I threw up.
I still have nightmares about the stress of Saturday night.
It is built on competition.
I think it's a
When's America's again? Is it tomorrow? Thursday? I think it's Thursday.
Oh boy.
I do not like that song. That is annoying. Has stats in yet? Nah. Giant X is winning Kickoff EMEA. Why don't they win their first match? How about that?
Taken the first map of 2025. Honestly, I never thought I would say this. I spent many years saying Forza BBL, but right now it feels like they're on the board and they look really solid.
Yeah, we were talking about how this is the first time in the history of Valorant that they decided to go for a
Now this will be really interesting. I really want to.
Also, even with the fact that they have that sub coming in VAC, I think that the performance that we just saw in this map, also the map that Giant X picked, it was, I'm gonna say, a little bit unexpected, because I think I expected more from GX in that sense.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't know what happened in that BBL timeout that came in so early on, but I feel like after that point, they kind of got things together and were able to string rounds together as well and build some momentum. So people's pick'ems are going to be in ruins.
And I haven't seen Sadok on a decent team in so long.
Vice, of course, first
Kind of nice.
VCT EMEA as well, and honestly, I would have not expected Runner of all people to be the person playing it.
He can finally run his Phoenix and it make a lot more sense. I honestly bet he probably will.
Ended up as a Sentinel. I think that he has the qualities and what it takes to be playing the Vice. I saw a couple of rounds where definitely the kid was making a difference, especially on the defense, how he was able to not only to secure one of the sites and then later on follow up on the next one on both B and C. But I do have to say that in many occasions the timings were a little bit off and probably costed them some rounds, especially on the first half.
Yeah, I think on their attack, we've seen BBL were kind of struggling to come in for that retake initially, and a lot of that was the Vice utility being down on site. You know, they had their post plant set up really quickly and really easily. So defense, I feel like I wish we could have got to see a little bit more. I don't think that we actually got to see what they were fully capable of with that Vice setup.
What was brilliant though were our rookies, of course. Every year they always come in and make a splash. I mean, I called out the tier listers earlier. I need all of you that doubted Westside to apologize with tears. But how exciting is it, Billy, to see these players I've never played on this stage before pull off things like this?
I mean, this was gross.
The exciting part is that we get to see them in these clutch moments and have their hero plays, right?
Absolutely gross.
There are people that we've kind of gone under the radar a little bit. It's their first year in VCT. I think they've made a great debut, and it's great to see how hyped and excited that they get on the stage as well.
Just average Danny reaction.
Yeah. It's so funny because if you ever go to any event, exchange 5 words with Pipson and you will understand how important these cameras are. But especially this round that we're seeing right here, this 2v1 is unreal. With this last bullet, this is the kind of play that gives you the confidence to secure the map. But as we're saying, it's also so important to have this kind of debuts, especially when you're the underdog.
Yeah, I mean, for Westside, you know, fairly up and coming, you mentioned earlier, his trajectory's been interesting, but for Sociable, this is a long time coming. Long time. And I'm so happy to see him do well here. But let's talk about round 11 as well, because I feel like we could talk about every round, but what did you, I guess, pick out from this?
I'm very happy that you mentioned that timeout that we saw during the first half, because this play I absolutely loved when BBL just decides to be aggressive. This is such a change, but necessary, right? After the first 5 rounds that we saw during the half, to finish up in this kind of note, even though they're picking up the operator, they decide to be aggressive, and we're going to see how Giant X is not prepared for this. This comes, as we're saying, right off that timeout. They decide to put it on that pressure because we know that the Vice is going to be very strong on that postman, that they were securing many things on A just because and thanks to that Viper wall. But not only lining up and having a different kind of wall bank onto that door from a different perspective is also what happens on to C and how they cover the entire map and understand exactly what they need.
Yeah, I think it was a really nice pinch from BBL ultimately. They had a really good read. They were able to kind of take some initiative. We've seen a few runs from Levin as well, from Loon as well, where he was, you know, taking that space on his defense and just being able to kind of get a better read on Giant X and feed that back to Yampy. You know, we should be playing this and playing that. So yeah, no, it was really nice to see them go for a pinch this round.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the duelist because it does feel like Billy Purpo was diffed on that map.
Yeah, I mean, Loon was the superstar of this one. I think the way that he played Raze was really good. I think, as we said as well, like he was able to take space for a lot of his team and feed things back to Yampy, because something that we've seen with Yampy was he was moving around the map a lot to be able to assist Loon in these situations.
Yeah, and actually, especially from the defense, right? When we think about those first 5 rounds of the game where Giant X was simply superior, it was
what the fuck? Artist tier ranking. What is this?
and a duel that they was so
Surely it's rage bait.
But actually BBL adapted super quickly, and one of the things that they did is just set up his duelist to have a very good initial duel, and that is that in those first kills, in those first duels, but Purple was on
the artist.
We will be moving on to Haven next.
What is this? What are we doing to Team Heretics?
That is, I would say, considered a veteran of our scene. Came so close to Ascension as well.
That's crazy. He's not.
Real chance that he might have made it onto the stage just organically instead of being a sub. But on Haven,
I don't even think I follow him.
Just so used to seeing him play Jet for I don't know, God knows how many times in 2020.
That's kind of crazy. He's not trolling.
He's gonna maybe not play that on the next one.
I mean, his performance during map 1, even though
these two teams should be S tier.
Reflect exactly the truth. He was
Without a doubt.
under a lot of pressure. Being the solo defender of that C side, I think that he learned and adapted very quickly on his position and how to take the duels that was going to favor him the most. That experience is there. But as you're saying, Back is not. He's not a newbie. He's not a rookie that we've never seen before. No. So I'm excited to see what Haven has.
Yeah, I think Haven as well. Like we can kind of compare it to Lotus in the sense that it has 3 bomb sites, right?
It is a map.
It is a map. But where I'm going with this is, how is he going to like fit into the team with him being a sub? Like, what have BBL already prepared for Haven, and how is Vac going to fit into that? That's what I'm going to be looking out for into this one.
I mean, we could even see a back-to-back Yumpy Breach, maybe. He just stays in that role.
Breach operator.
Start the game any slower, please.
If he wants to whip it out every now and then.
I love the Killjoy.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at Agent Select, and it feels like we are cursed today.
I have no idea what
We'll
it
not be
is.
seeing Tejo for another map, and yeah, Vac is just.
Aw, man. Really?
I mean, yeah, we expect the kind of like non-surprises. BBL keeping it very clean.
Upsets me.
Maybe it upsets you because it is an upset.
Well, but no, but why is this so standard? Maybe this is kind of setting us up for KC Navi later, because that's going to be
unhinged.
Yeah, this is a starter. This is a starter.
But actually, we were talking.
Oh, we finally banned Red Dye number 3. Really?
Jet versus Jet on a map that we've seen since the beginning of the game has to have some.
Isn't that on like so many things?
Should be feeling more comfortable here. Nothing is out of the box. Everything we expect to be pretty standard, and this is where he should thrive.
Yeah, no, definitely. I hope that going into this one, he can kind of get it together. Maybe it's nerves being back up on that stage. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see, can he actually bring this out, and how is Runner going to support any plays that he's looking to make?
Yeah, and what I love is we talk about a team that's moved away from a full Turkish roster. They got a Turkish Jet. Like, I don't think you can ever tell a Turkish team, like, yeah, make sure you don't keep a Turkish Jet on your team.
Know what's good.
Yeah, so that's going to be really interesting. So let's jump back into this map with Mitch and Tom and see if they
That's crazy. Already sold it.
Very much into map 3. It's on the cards, but I'm not sure if we're going to be getting there. I'll toss that to you, Tom. To see what
This is amazing.
These teams, they've met before on Haven, haven't they?
Yeah, I was going to say, there's not many cases when you're on day 1 of the season that you can go, actually, I have some...
Getting an NBA player's jersey and then immediately selling it.
And it resulted in a 13-7 victory. Now, there has been a slight shift. Purpo's gone away from Neon and has moved to Jet, so we now have more of a mirror matchup in that regard other than the Sentinels. I want to say that gives GX almost a bit more of an advantage, because they can now make those changes and look at what went wrong for them and try and fix things. Whereas for BBL, we already know they've been on a tight schedule. Chances are they haven't changed much at all about this map, because it was one they already played and were comfortable on. They're also going to have to rely now on Vac again, although I think that map, the last map, he looked very good, looked comfortable, so I don't think it's too much of a problem. I don't know if it's going to be enough to turn it though, because I just think on like a team level, BBL looked better. Like there was more supportive utility. I think Yumpy was the unsung hero of that last map. His stuns were fantastic. His supportive util put so many of these sort of high firepower players into position. And as Sue said, we get a Turkish Jet. Now this is something that, even though the game...
Come on, start the game. Start the game.
To hit headshots while playing Jet. It was actually, he's the prodigal son. He's ready to do it. So, yeah, I think Purpo has got to try and live up to that, because in the last map, he got...
Ooh. Snow game for the Eagles? That'd be great. Love snow games.
lost. It's not ideal for him, but we can come up with excuses, reasons that could be, but we don't want to see Purpo having two tough maps in a row, even on losses last year.
Little mid walkout from Giant X. I like the pistol.
And 1-0 down as they
And just immediately giving and going Heaven by Cloud.
on the attack.
Waiting for the 3-man flank to come in.
Already taking a site, but check out behind. There's a couple of fellas on the wall.
Cloud gets the shock dart kill.
Try to take control towards spawn. That does work out for a kill at least.
I love West Side's control right there. Just kind of backing off. Especially with smoke still not, or spike still not done. It's a good rotation.
You can bet your life that West Side has heard those steps. But it's a ruse. This is a really nice little mid-round from the side of BBL. They have played the part. They have sold the fake. And look at them going all the way around the map. They couldn't be further away from the action at this point. If BBL
They take out West Side here, they win.
They have the plant they wanted, but for free.
Almost walked up
I don't think they're going. Oh no, wait.
West Side looking the other way. You know, for a moment there, no doubt GX are on the rotate, rubbing their hands together, going, "Oh, they still haven't planted. We're gonna catch them."
Yeah, I know. I wish they had planted. I feel like they kind of threw by not.
3 versus 4. The post plant on A exactly as intended.
And this is a normal post plant then.
This round, although a bit of an unusual manner. They hear the steps as these players make their way into Heaven on GX's side. Just one sent down below, which is West Side to emerge from the smoke. They hear utility. They'll wait it out. But BBL again, getting proactive. They're going to take the space up towards the spawn. I'm not sure if that's caught them, but they're in the smoke anyways. They're ready for a close range fight and winning most, if not all.
Wow.
With another big round. 3 under his belt and Sociable to close it out.
I mean, that's Haven post plant on A.
This is almost exactly what I was talking about, though. You
Can be
see
so
those
difficult
sort of
sometimes.
calls coming out from the side
Just
of
good
BBL.
trades.
Mentioned at the beginning, this is sort of Yumpy's inaugural season as that IGL, and so far the decision making from this team has looked fantastic to sort of fake out the steps, bait the player they knew was there, the smoke didn't go down for nothing, and then put Loon in a position to thrive, and well, every time that's happened, he has.
It's a good pistol win.
Again and again. 1-0 for BBL. And for Purpo, the question as the game goes on is, can he match what's being delivered by the youngster on the other side? We talk about Nerve stepping up on that stage. Not something we expect from a lot of these GX guys, having been here before, having played here. It's Loon in a new area. Another
attack loss.
Nice and early on, like we say, after that pistol, somewhere we expect GX to probably take an eco, and it should be.
I'm going to go get some ice.
We'll see if that's the case. For now, though, a map under their belt and a potential good start to this map, something they were missing on Lotus for BBL. Times are a-changing.
Yeah, I think maybe just getting off to a little bit of a rough start, getting into the rhythm of things, and as I said, that's not easy to do when you are playing with a player missing. Like, it's not like Vac will have been in the roster and practicing with them week in, week out. Like, up until very recently, we thought Chiwa was going to be here, and as mentioned, like, I think he is a player that if you've watched Valorant or EMEA Valorant for a decent amount of time, you know that name. You know, well, maybe you know Chihuahua. He has shortened it, but he was someone that even back in some of the early seasons of challenges and playing through to those sort of like, well, not quite international, but masters before they were truly masters. That guy was there. That guy was performing. That guy was someone you feared. So the fact he's not here is huge. But someone else who was also competing in those events is Vac. And so far, okay, sure, he's 0-1, but there has only been 1 round.
Yeah, give him a moment. Give him a moment. Yeah, for Chiwa, I still remember his play on Ascent Boathouse. Remember that till the day I die. BBL. 1-0, and we're back into the game with GX on the defense, looking to get aggressive. Again, they didn't invest into this round. It is a low buy from the squad. Just a couple of pistols, but some sheriffs, they can always be dangerous. Luckily, Loon's already taken down 1, and he's making a lot of progress towards the Blade Storm early.
It's back on.
We just started round 2, and he's already halfway there with the potential to farm up every one of these kills with 1 bullet, thanks to GX not investing into armor due to them having no credits.
Alright, pretty slow default, type you'd expect on an anti-eco. Giant X getting a little aggressive down A long.
To give him a chance, luckily, he walks the other way.
Yeah, I would say lucky for who, but it definitely for them. Definitely for them, with the way he's been performing so far. fairly open C site. Westside has already proven that the individual ability is there. The guy can aim, the guy can hit headshots, but
they're not gonna walk Ginex. Okay, finally coming.
Players coming in from behind already. Position cleared.
Ugh, I mean that's rough.
Does the job well enough. Again, I like the pacing of which BBL plays these rounds. They're very careful, very methodical, making sure that players can't sneak up on them, even having the cam late to basically check on every single player from GX. This is not looking like a team that, well, maybe we expected coming into today.
I think that's fair to say. Yeah, there were a lot of question marks, but now those blanks are being filled in, and I like what I'm seeing. For GX, we said this is just pistols. A chance to drop a couple of players, but the only one walking at them is the one with the pistol. He doesn't mind going down.
Alright, doesn't seem like Ginex are gonna win this. Oh? I mean, they're getting 2 guns here. None of the rifles, though.
He goes down, there's a chance for them to retrieve it, but that chance fading with Prophet coming up behind.
Oh, I can see him.
Runner luckily doesn't land an extra shot. It's being costly, and the chance is even there for some weapons to be carried forward. Luckily, they'll be able to scrape together a decent buy without breaking the bank.
Yeah, I guess as well, the saving grace for the players that ended up going down that had some sort of weaponry is the fact that they're the ones close to the ultimate. So Loon and Social was actually one off having a Hunter's Fury going into this round, which again.
Alright, BBL up 1 map with a 2-0 start. Winning pistol is huge.
Tries to get an orb. That would be enough. That could be enough to get them an opener, and then well.
Got 2 ARs and a bulldog.
Seems like a much more direct approach in this round.
Ooh, a little kind of gamble stack trap play, and it's wow, that's crazy.
If this was an eco, fair enough, but it's BBL that have the weaknesses. They're supposed to be at a disadvantage.
I mean, he had an AR. Like, let's not glaze him too far, but it's still a great play.
So she was like, guys, I got the orb. The orb? Oh, do we need my Hunter's Fury still? What? I feel like there's gonna be people already typing in chat asking about like, yeah, what's his crosshair? What's this monitor? What monitor is he using? The mouse sensitivity?
It's the mouse. You need his mouse.
Where has he got? Because this has already been one hell of a display. As I said, we talk about players like Purpo. I think there were even points last year where people were talking about freeing Purpo because of how good he was playing in matches. Right now, I don't think I've said his name other than to announce he's died to Loon.
Yeah, that seems to be it.
Seems a bit harsh.
Blade Storm online coming into round 4.
Does he need it?
Or is so funny.
By the time he activates it.
Just keep using the Vandal at this rate. That is outrageous. Just a straight run up C-long, run and gun, take him down. There was a reveal coming through. Sure, your stuns are going to help, but the individual prowess of this.
Someone's already using the lineup.
Sidesteps the stun, by the way. They come in thinking they've got at least 1 kill served up for them, but no. This bodyguard is there.
Going, I got 2 assists in my
That's funny.
Running up those stats.
I think that was one of Powell's strats, you know. He was just like, yeah, so. Loon go kill. And Mark New was like, I'm not sure about that one. Wow, what a start. 3-0 up, and he's not stopping.
I mean, he's just so confident taking ones here. Even on a mixed buy.
And okay, there's a couple of weapons to play behind for the side of GX. Maybe some hope for Purpo or Runner to try and do some damage. In fact, the hope is to gamble. Get 3 players in onto this site, stack things up.
Alright, Ginex taking a 3-main reclear. BBL's just so ready for the. Oh, I was gonna say he was ready, but why is there only 1 person holding that ankle with all 4 of them there? And now we're solo swinging and throwing this round. Look what happens when you team fight, guys. You win gunfights. Who'd have known?
I like the lack of over-aggression. They realize they've already gotten
a little fake flash.
No need to throw it away. Still gambling 3
Keep them from over-rotating. Towards C and B.
BBL are walking towards the weaker side of the map. 30 seconds. Alarm bot's still down and a nano. It's a small factor, but it could buy a little bit of time if it's left unchecked.
Whether or not there's not really any sort of activation. Yeah, immediately it'll be a small amount of damage, but
Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I mean, it's still Sight for free. Still have your Hunter's Fury to play around. Profet can just take his ones. I mean, great play.
The more valuable that Hunter's Fury becomes in the late round, maybe it can pick off another. And Profet has been given the go-ahead to try and keep it, but he's going to get dropped for it.
It was the right call. You know they're going to be quick to take Sight, knowing the Hunter's Fury's online. They'll want to.
So they have enough time to like fully bait this one out. He gets half. Oh. Is it because of the... What? Is it because of the hang change? Why was he shooting like everywhere?
A sneaky diffuse within the smoke and a matter of millimeters that ends up turning it in their favor. Something at least, but there's still a whole lot more to be desired, and we've mentioned many times throughout this match so far that Bladestorm is online. I will say, I'm looking at the sort of the HUD at the moment. I've seen Vax bought himself a Guardian when his teammate has 7.
Oh, that's rough, bro.
So I'm hoping that he's not going to do that, but we do obviously have ourselves currently a pause.
Oh my god, really?
Now we're in attack mode, so he's got to wait.
Oh, I can tell you he hasn't, because he's got his knife out.
Oh, well, doesn't like the skin very much, clearly. But yeah, 3-1. Little bump in the road for the side of BBL. Some great ideas though again, and like I said, the fact that Profet stays aggressive, they're already a man down. You know that they're going to flood that side immediately, looking to push you back and make that Hunter's Fury come into play early on so the clock isn't a big issue. How does Profet want to deal with that? Gets aggressive, takes a pick for free while they're rushing their way back through. And then, well, to be honest, that round, a lot of it comes down to he gets caught by that stun. It ends up leaving him without. Look, even if he gets a kill or runs the clock a little bit further, it's a completely different round we see play out. 3-1 though. GX with a lifeline. Still rolling Thunder to play with in this round. Purpo getting aggressive, op in hand, waiting for an opportunity.
Loon's just gone. He's just run all the way down. And talk about no support. He's just gone.
Oh my god.
The rest of the team are nowhere near. They've rolling Thunder.
Gonna kill him.
Just Loon, but it's
No.
honestly, that's a
Good try, good try.
Oh, you've killed
I would too, yeah.
Man, and now Runner looks to take things into his own hands. An ex-duelist turned Sentinel, now turned Initiator. But he's still got the aim to go with it.
He's looking for the full house when it comes to rolls in this game.
It's tough.
Another change up, flanking in for Profet. Reveal is good, but West Side's better.
I can't believe Giant X won that.
Another round on the board. They've managed to chain them together. And now, well, BBL under a little bit of threat. Burned up some ultis. Haven't found the rounds as a result. That's a lot of dangers taken out of the road for GX.
Yeah, it was one where, again, they get a couple of openers, but there is a response from GX. We're starting to see some of the heroes come alive on their side, where they've been a bit quieter thus far. I think especially towards the second half of the last map, we didn't see any of those plays sort of turn things into their favor. But now at least, though, that's back-to-back rounds that seemingly have been winnable for the side of BBL. Still have the finances to spend, but those are diminishing as GX look back on the horse again.
They found their winning ways.
Alright, early destroying the alarm bot is huge.
Potentially going down, walking in and finding a kill, and it will happen a little
BBL gonna find A is free.
That's for certain. Still, looks like timing's a little bit missed by the side of GX with an A site wide open and a plan to come through. Not much to do to deny it. Shock darts, not even gonna
Just a little bit of a metagame, kind of read into the fact that you hit C there, but just kind of gamble wrong.
And GX with a man disadvantage and plenty of utility to face off against.
Loon always likes to play so aggressively, but it's gonna be forced off. Stun. Delaying that a little bit further. Aftershock as well. Again, just a masterclass from Yumpy to try and make things.
Oh my god.
Got both of those.
Hello?
It's a third for an Inzo flawless. That second one, it looked like just random spray in the dark.
Onto the ground as well. Aiming at the guy's ankles. I don't know if he was hit up by another teammate or if that was just the craziest spray transfer.
It's got like
it was still going.
Bullets.
Let's have a look at this.
What the hell?
He's low as well, but from Loon?
Yeah, there's no assist. There's no assist there. It's just him.
So their Omen TP and into the jet smoke? That's kind of cool. I don't think I've seen that before.
Well, hey, listen, a round's a round and a timeout for GX. They're scratching their heads about how they let that one slip. Understandably. Loon.
Is this the first time out we've seen?
Kicking off this map. Look, we talked a lot about him after the last map. We talked a bit about Purpo as well, that head-to-head in a duelist, and, well, if this was the attack side for GX, I might have more excuses, but right now it's looking like BBL. They've got the team play. There were a couple mistakes on Lotus, but they managed to course correct eventually, and when it comes to...
I mean, to me, it was just, why do you have your Opper sitting C long and overstacking towards C? That was just an interesting choice.
It's been a one-man army. But yeah, the fact
I mean, you know how slow and contacty they've been.
because, as said, during the off-season, they were running this composition with Neon. They swapped to Jet to go for that head-to-head, to try and take this kid down, and it's not working. And he's had an operator, he's had different weapons.
To me, Giant X's are weird for running KJ. I don't like. I feel like KJ has just been so mad on this map for a while.
At least he's looking to try and get aggressive again, but it's not the same sort of danger that we saw when having that expensive sniper. Only a pistol in hand this time.
Yeah, depending on the distance, even the headshot won't be enough to drop them in one. Except maybe against Vac.
Alright, Westside taking himself up too long. BBL going even slower.
Well, looking at the economy. Just when they tap tab, they'll see this is not a full buy. Most of them can't afford Vandals if they want them, but they're still showing respect to their opponents, knowing
Little lurk smoke.
they've already seen challenges.
Falls in Sova towards A to just journey clear.
GX with West Side up close. Had some good rounds so far, and Tomasi's the one to open it up. Damage done on the Vac. It's an easy.
I mean, 2 kills, not bad. 3.
Lots of damage done, and GX, this is one of the best rounds they've had.
Oh, they're taking a lot of damage back in response, though. 11 HP for Runner. Tomazi, this is the second time we've seen him on 1. He only needs to land another shot to at least chip away at some of the health. They've also got themselves... Well, I was going to say a hug to Fury, but it doesn't matter. Pay save card thrifty is what brings back from the fray.
It was a good little bait and switch type setup. I mean, BBL peaked as if they were ready, but they just didn't win the gunfight.
4-3, and it's definitely not too late to start stepping it up. It's not a bad game, it's a bad start. At least for now. Loon shut down after just the 1, and that's a rarity. This guy, 12 and 3, now 13 and 4. That shot,
a shot.
Beautiful.
I needed that slow down. I didn't even notice the second player the first couple of times. Right back into the action though. Early shock dart, and Luna's had a field day just running it down.
Alright, back to their pistol setup.
Trinex. Coming from the Turkish league, coming from Galatasaray.
Inserting Purpo.
I'd say running it down is something from the strat book, but he's bringing it to VCT.
You have to imagine, you know, how much this means.
Looks like they're just gonna play KJ retake ult.
Turkish scene for years, and then getting a chance on someone like BBL to come and represent your country, not just
another 3-man flank, so literally their exact pistol.
On this stage with the best of the best. Where many players from your region have made names for themselves before. But Loon.
So now this is really interesting because you crunch them and you force them to go for your KJ ult. And Cloud's there for support on it. Wow. What a round. That was nice.
Swing is good. They've stopped the defuse for a moment, but no one's left to stop it in the end.
Yeah, I think you could tell that the GX were very ready for them to try and push that, them to try and counter that. And that's the thing. You have 2 options when that lockdown goes into play. You force yourself into the back corners of A, or go all the way back towards your own spawn, or you fight it. The problem is your opponents are very, very ready for you to try and
I think they chose wrong. I would have gotten off site, smoked myself off, held this, and then just use the ult as soon as it got down. Yeah, the breach ult, that is.
I don't think fighting into it is just smart.
Like against bad teams, sure it might work. But like you see how difficult it is to go through things when a team is ready for it. They can put some side smokes down. They can play around your shit. Bam you.
They've only picked up one of the last 5 rounds, starting to feel this one slip away, slowly but surely. See, I still believe, despite what maybe at the top of your screens, that this one here is BBL's choice. And for BBL, you have to imagine, attack side, 4 rounds on the board. There's not that much more groundwork to do here. As long as they can keep it close, I'm imagining their defense won't suffer all too much. West side, it's had a slower start for GX, but some big rounds. I want to see this guy when he's isolated, when his side is pressured, and they go running into him. Because someone's got to match Loon in this head-to-head opening duels.
Alright.
Could be the guy, but hidden here,
Big round here for BBL.
What BBL has done successfully is, well, Loon has managed to get them a lot of like crazy opening.
Ooh. Oh, that's so tough. Yeah, I was gonna aggressive setup as an interesting choice here.
You try and fight the man. You better not miss. That's the exact start of the
That drone isn't great. Surely we get closer to drone. What?
Much rumor about the damage this man could do. He hasn't.
Ain't no way, bro.
Most of the rest of the team will do.
And BBL is pretty much done.
With a pretty good idea where these players are coming from, and Loon won't win the 1v2 duel. Maybe Vac will, but still plenty of work to do afterwards, and they are not letting that happen. Purple goes down, but the rest of the squad there to catch him.
That's insane. Like, some of the raw firepower that we have in this server at the moment, it seems to be the defining factor for whatever round we get. Loon starts, was he in the air? He was not in the air. He wasn't.
Oh my god.
Okay, I would be hella tilted, but then your teammate does this, I don't think you feel quite as bad.
5 bullets, 3 kills.
They killed me from the sky. Oh, never mind. That's exactly what you were talking about. They didn't come to his site. He went to them, though. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe if he could just set himself up and they play into his hand. No.
I wonder if West Side would be better fit on like, I don't know, a chamber. I don't love chamber at all, but he's not much of an anchor.
Weapons starting to fall by the wayside.
Some of these rounds
Likes to be aggressive.
Like it's just people running in for fight after fight, jumping into the angle with an operator and a guy you know is holding. It's ballsy.
Yompy with the attack side up.
And had the operator. It wasn't like he had to go get it. It was in his hand already. Now for Profek and Yumpy. Now, weirdly, I have seen Yumpy play Breach Operator before, even when he was still at times a duelist on the team. So this isn't too much of a weird occurrence. It's just what he can do with it. Because the crossfires that are currently
Save. That's what you can do with it. Not lose it this round by getting too aggressive.
Still have the turret as well for a short lineup.
Almost dead, yeah.
It's not going to be the kill.
8 HP. Westside barely hung on to life in that duel. Hey, there's a chance if Profek can land a couple of bullets, but it's isolating those fights that's the real difficulty. See, there's no need.
Smokes himself off well.
He is spamming though, and that gives Profek the space he needs. In for one to Mazzy low.
He's got paranoia.
Please go pick up a rifle.
Paranoia, maybe he'll TP into it. No, instead just using that to buy a little bit of extra time. Tamazi up top, can't quite see him. Drop down now, looking to push the smoke. They'll take the fight to Profek, but he is willing to run that clock down. Here's 2 guns firing out. Walk up from Tamazi. The spam's not Tamazi lands the shot in time. That will be
I feel like at some point you just have to stop spamming.
operator saved over as well to bolster down their economy. It's looking good towards the end of this half for the defenders.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, at this point, I wouldn't mind seeing Tomazi hold on to that operator. I think he's had his moments when it comes to that seaside defense. I think that's sort of the value that this team has, is you have a depth of sentinels and ex-duelers, so if it's not really hitting for Purpo, you could try and swap that up. But I guess if it ain't broke over the last 7 or so rounds, they're not going to try and fix it. He's going to stick to the rifle. Purple back on that gun once again. And in a more standard position, Mitch. This has been somewhere you expect to see the operator rather than pushing Garage.
Well, I mean, you can do what you want with that operator. If you're going to land shots, Purpo is in a bit of danger, and now locked in is Loon, waiting for that repeat to come through.
What?
Fires
Cheater. Cheater.
Loon had pushed up to get a little closer to try to make a play. Well, that's certainly not worked out.
Giants have taken all the momentum back.
Fair enough, just shoot through the smoke. HP disappears just like anyone else's, just like Vax did right now. That Nano doing a ton of damage. He's down to half. Has claimed a bit of space on B for the squad.
Yeah, I do wonder if the value would be more if they can get towards this A site, give them some time to really utilize this space. Instead, I feel like they've rushed into it a little bit, going for the plant on the B site. Now the defenders know exactly where they are, and with a defensive side that has a 2-man advantage, I'm not confident.
Good spray by Cloud as well. Thins out numbers as Purpo's doing just the same. Sociable.
Bro just hit the DPI switch.
Not going to be expanded this time, as there's plenty of players to run in and finish off the defuse.
Lawless.
Carry forward his weapon to the next. I don't think it's quite worth going for that damage. They've got plenty of credits to reinvest, and you've got all your ult orbs, but fair enough. 7-5 is the score they're hoping for. I don't know if we'll get there, but you have to hope so. After a close
all right.
we're starting to see one team run away with it.
Yeah, I do
Come on, BBL.
feel though it does seem like
Come and step up.
they're not winning the rounds. I feel like so far padded the gap within this map so far. Otherwise, it has just been fairly one-way traffic. You're talking about 7 of the last 8 rounds have gone the way of GX, and only the start was in BBL's favor. Early stun, aggressive stun.
And I mean, 2 of them are the pistol and anti-eco, so.
It's only going to be the trade, and in fact, a 2-for-1 deal.
Not a bad connection. TP up behind's got them some space too.
Nice spacing.
Expected to be sitting in this spot. They think they've cleared out a lot of it. Maybe he ran the other way.
Can Tomazi get
Do they
2
suspect
here?
that he's gotten himself into an unusual spot? They could go walking past this, or they could just take him out quick and easy, but it looks like the latter. They're going back in the other direction. Tomazi realizes now he's got the spike. He's gonna stick around. TP into the corner, has a smoke.
Wow.
Goes for the fight instead. Now smoking a little too close. Not quite able to defend the spike, and with the reveal, he's in danger.
Yeah.
Dealt with, but
The dart, man, that sucked. It's a cool little playmaking from him, though.
The C site's already completely under the control, or at least it was, of this attacking side. Profek patiently clearing everything, and Westside has gambled on the wrong side of the map. It's going to be a fairly hefty rotation to get back into position, and in the meantime, they can play off those post plants. They can figure out where they want to sit on this map. It's going to take him at least 10 seconds or so to just clear everything out of the back lines before he can even attempt this retake.
I mean, they're not in a position to swing together. Giving him ones here.
For Westside to work with. The second player still, though, an unknown quantity, and he stepped right
yeah, good crossfire.
Has claimed another round for the side of BBL. 7-5 indeed. The close half carries forward to this map, and well, now the challenge really still left to be claimed for either of these squads. Thing is, the pressure is on for GX. They can't afford to lose this one. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we'll find out how half 2 of Haven is going to shape up. Kickoff half number 2 of BBL's map pick, where they're trailing now by 2 rounds. Tom, do you expect to see that change now that they're on the defensive side?
Let's say, can you hold that sign a bit higher? We couldn't quite see it. Oh god. I don't know. I think the BBL going into the defense, it's a little bit more of an opportunity to have their own setups of like Loon being put into a position where he doesn't have to just dive head first in. The only problem is I feel like a lot of their initial setups on attack were solely set around him, which on a map like Haven you can't really do as easily. So I'll be intrigued to see if he can still have the same impact. Well, I was going to say when he doesn't have support, but then he did basically triple kill win a round where there was just a dart. So I think he'll be okay. For the attack side,
hell yeah.
Really good recovery, looking very comfortable. Purple, I think he went from like what 1-5 to 8-8, so a decent comeback towards the end. I think that's going to be important because his job is to dive head first into sites and try and get opening kills. If he is having a terrible game individually, that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, then you're going to be hoping for someone like Westside on the other
Alright,
side.
let's see how Giant X play this attack. Their Lotus was hella slow. Oh, tech pause, great. What else? Jeez.
Second half, the pistol will be where we started out. And for BBL, winning it bridges the gap, puts them back to neck and neck. For GX, though, a huge boost if they can find this round, propelling themselves into the lead and ever closer to that third map. They need to take BBL's map pick of Haven if they want to make it to Pearl. Otherwise, that lower bracket will be calling them.
Oh, okay. We're starting off.
That's the thing. It's definitely not as gruesome as it used to be.
Ooh, okay. We'll start on plat for Omen. Gets an early pick mid. Duo walk up A long. Gets them up 2. Good trade. And Loon is insane, man. Holy. Honestly, I wish it was spelled like the duck, because I feel like Loon is kind of a sick name.
17 kills so far. We're just starting out the second half, and for this guy, his second map in VCT EMEA, certainly not disappointing in either of these debut performances. For BBL, well, they're certainly going to be thanking their scouting staff when it comes to this guy's pickup.
I was going to say, they might have like lost the amount of Turkish players, but I think the amount of Turkish firepower might have actually gone up. It's another one. Well, we know he needs 2 more, otherwise the round could still go to GX.
Oh, he's going to make it away. Back's all right. He's safe in the back, and Yumpy's come through to support him. Beautiful play.
Alright, pretty easy anti-eco, and we're all tied up. Alright, whatever BBL been cooking, use it right here for this bonus.
Boost for GX, sending them, propelling them into the lead, and giving hope that they will get that chance to battle on the decider. But instead, BBL look to finish it here.
I wonder if this is how like BBL sold the idea to Yumpy. It's like, right, we want you to IGO. He's like, oh, really? We found this Turkish.
Okay, looks like they're gonna go for kind of a gamble stack towards I would have really liked kind of like a trap play off the cam or something.
It's only his first day on the stage. And he's been super
Like right here around where Tamazi is. Oh wow. I mean, that could have ended up so poorly, but First Blood is huge.
This is a squad that what the winner of this goes up against Fnatic. Someone like Alpha is going to be sat there going, oh no, really going to have to prove yourself. Exactly. Again, another challenger. This one really has the bite to back up that bark. BBL
and Rians wasn't already enough.
BBL taking their good old time here on this retake.
GX. They've got the spike on the floor, but they've got a teammate down as well.
Alright, 1 for 1 there. Outlaw picking off Jet. I'm just running pretty low. I mean, they still have the drill to stall.
Single shot. Prophet, there's not really anything he can do here. I don't believe they've got it to half. He's just waiting to see if he can do damage.
Yeah, I mean, it was just that retake timing. Like, you can't waste 10 seconds. You have to get into position a lot faster. Because then you're rushing, make some mistakes. They get a spray kill, the drill still there, and then you just don't even have time.
This is like that bulldog apparently, but in the hands of Loon, it just doesn't seem to hold true. Lots of kills for them.
I mean, that walkout by Loon is throwing. I'm not gonna lie.
Proves to be a mistake. I said he had a slower start. Again, though, when you're on that defense, you're a sentinel. Yeah, I think come to you, it is what it is.
You need to wait till they're spamming if you're gonna walk out like that, or just do it with some teammates.
He is putting up a fight against BBL, claiming that lead, and Purple doesn't want to let go of it.
Oh, the aim is shaky. Watch logs. Watch logs.
Then immediately they're gonna back off. They're gonna take that victory. They've, I guess, maybe heard the rotation even. Westside has got quite a deep position towards garage, so that might just be the reason that they've decided, okay, we've heard 2, maybe even 3 players rotate. Let's not go that way anymore.
They're still droning A long despite Spike being outside B. Maybe expecting someone's gotten aggressive on A. They'll hear the drone, they'll call for the rotate back in the other direction, and that has happened. Whether it was the drone or just timing, they've decided to rotate to A. Players now caught in spawn, not ready to react to this B hit.
Alright, BBL don't really re-clear anything, but wow.
For a second, that's Purple and Runner down. The spike still in the hands of GX, but map control limited. They have chosen the correct direction, though. It's lighter towards C. In fact, it's wide open, and they'll step right in to fill that space.
Man, the mid round, just like adjustments are so good. And that's a huge kill by Westside. Oh, Cloud, that was not a great angle from you.
This is left on to Mazzy, and well, the man of the moment, Westside, the post-plant king. He's pulled out rounds for them already. When you go back to that first map to Mazzy, he's got to be careful. The angle.
Oh! How did he not get shot? Oh my god, the timing was almost so good. He's not gonna be able to do it, yeah.
Movement of Yumpy and the shots of Profek are going to gift another round. It is BBL up to 8. And I think Profek is definitely, like, if you watched Ascension, he's someone that needed to be highlighted. You look at the early stages, maybe you were only watching later in the tournament, you go, okay, I didn't see too much.
I think a lot of pick'ems are going to be destroyed. BBL get this victory.
One of the rosters that was actually challenging it, I think they didn't go through on a very small margin in the end. He was definitely a standout, playing that control well. Someone I think over the season is going to be a joy to watch. And okay, he's slightly being overshadowed by his teammate at the moment, but a 4K that, well needed, puts a lot of pressure on the economy of GX, and more importantly, BBL right back in the game.
It saves them. Their economy's still down.
BBL looking like they're trying to take aggressive space. Paranoid to stall.
Certainly has his fingerprint all over that last round. Now,
nice reposition top box. Oh, the bait and switch with Yumpy is great.
A shutdown on short, and Cloud and Westside left to do it all. Now damage has been done.
Yeah.
And a rifle retreat, it's a little scary till that is returned. Westside on 29.
And the anti-eco is just too easy for them.
Yeah, the only real worry is that each of these players, excluding Vac, are incredibly low on HP. Like, all of them can be taken out with, maybe not ease, but with a bullet or two. And you can see that BBL are very, okay, we've got to back off. Like, we can't keep playing these aggressive angles. They've already expected us to be here. We know that the flank is being watched as well by Vac. Although, I'd say watched is a bit of a loose term. He's now coming back to make sure they haven't got past them.
Nice.
It's all she wrote.
Alright, that's 9.
And once again, going into the later stages is where they start to really build up and take the lead.
Well, that's it. That's the scary thing. Heated up now. With 1 round in between them and the lead slipping into BBL's control. Some aggression out of Profek. 2 rounds back to back. He's been able to make his mark. Shutting down the B play just 2 rounds ago. Sending them the other direction where he shut them down on C as well. And just the same for the short control this time around. There's more gunners on this squad as we're seeing. With rounds going up in favor of BBL. The operator in Loon's hands. And an early goal that is returned. Purple able to make that 1-to-1 trade and leave B wide open for the taking.
Yeah, he took his time with the shot and ended up losing his life for it. Again, this fast-paced take into B, it's been attempted a couple of times by either side. The post plant last time.
I love the fast take Bs.
A lot of that down to Westside, and already his ult is put into
It's gonna work pretty well. And you saw BBL's retake was pretty slow. But I mean, giving Vac 2 1s, man. And he just wins them. Is he gonna get it? Wow, that's huge. Social B is a demon. Can he win this 2v1? No.
That was a little too tall of a task to ask.
No.
10-8. Now BBL 2 in the lead. And for GX, well, starting to look back at the previous map, starting to look a little bit similar. A close first half, neck and neck. But the space diminishes
as well. Like on the players towards the door, like you know that they're going to push this in order to try and break it.
No, I know. They just don't look prepared.
Watching a tight enough angle to stop the player dying, and then it comes out. Okay, I'm now fighting instead of an advantage. I'm fighting for a trade. If there's anywhere they're going to push to break that lockdown, it's that door. You cannot have...
Completely agree, casters. Completely agree.
And one that they have been punished for extensively. Economy starting to run low on GX. Lots of credits invested into this one. A Blade Storm from Purpo. Luckily, as they don't have an extra rifle worth of credits to invest. For BBL... money problems, a thing of the past, perhaps, as they start to build up this bank. Operator in play, Blade Storm to back it up, Rolling Thunder just one away as well. There's some ultimates for GX outside of the Blade Storm. It's going to be situational to find that impact.
Here.
Really, your eyes drawn to Loon, but it doesn't look like he's going to get the chance to take a shot early. GX moving in the other direction.
There's still some water left.
Looking to meet up with Westside.
It seemed like they were having pretty heavy expectations that this was a play towards A. Although now you've got two players still looking to try and maybe sell a ruse towards short. The drone, that's the whole idea. This could end up going the other direction. If they run back at all...
Finally, a little bit of a convincing fake. Only problem is you're running into a Cypher.
They now know that this is a fake. They know that they're going in the other direction. Even still, though, GX have done well on the openers. Well, they had.
And Loon takes out the straggler.
To the squad fading. Profek, it was a risky play.
Got 20 seconds.
Now it's a 3v2, but still with limited time. As you said, 20 now down to 15. They need to make a move, and the shots don't land for the side of GX. BBL extending the lead.
Yeah, so like fakes are great, but when you fake into a Cypher, you obviously have to deal with all their stall. You're not gonna break the trips early, bait out the cages early, kind of do like a double fake. You're gonna struggle. And, you know, even worse if they still have their cam up.
Well, we've sold this early information. We cleared that. No one's going to take that back from us. And again, okay, sure, it's just Loon going walkabouts and winning the round for them, but it was enough information and then just a solid hold on the other side of the map without a need to over-rotate into this A-side push. Nice shot.
Oh my god.
I feel like that battle for Loon has not been successful. It's either been a 1-for-1 trade, or in this case, that's the up down on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, they're very ready for him to peek up top, but...
I really want to look at their first blood death, because it seems like Purpo and Loon have been making some crazy plays, but also have had really low lights.
After just spotting the corner. They'll walk up for free. They'll walk in for free, and the plant should be obtained. BBL, with a lack of information, have gone for the push on C site, walked all the way up and seen that it is clear as day. Now they'll have to play.
And the thing is, like, you're up 11-8. It's an anti-eco. You have a breach ult. You just don't really need to be going for anything crazy risky. Obviously, that's just an insane shot by Cloud, but...
Cloud already had his ult. So it's one where you could have had that online. We'll see if it plays a part. The position of Cloud, not really...
What are we doing? Why are we jumping out solo?
Nice couple of shots, but even still they have a disadvantage, which is quickly dissipated. And now Cloud,
all right,
the man that started it all, has to try and finish it off. Stunned up, caught, but he lands one, and again, Profek is there to save the day. If it isn't a Turkish hit,
I was way too close for comfort on anti-eco, but hey, doesn't matter if you get the round win. That's 12.
The fact that Profek comes up behind with the perfect weapon, one bullet takes down these players when you're running that outlaw, when they've not gone for that full investment, or when they've been chipped up earlier. And that's what turned the tide of this.
Nice shots.
Big players dealt with and access back in with a follow-up kill. I mean, we've highlighted this man so far.
Yeah, he's catching.
Yeah, what a great round.
Multi-kills that put those rounds on the board. I think that 4-round lead is pretty much thanks to him.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, look at the defensive side. Just BBL, 5 straight rounds.
Really been impressing. when it comes to this defensive side.
All right, 2 huge ults on the side of Giant X that could get them to 9.
Right now, it's looking like a bit of a miss, and that's definitely a worrying sign, especially up against the BBL that has a player missing, has a lot of rookies to the league.
Why didn't Perfect buy anyone?
And you're coming in with, well, 4 players who have been in the VCT before, and the other is Westside. It's not like someone we don't talk about. Cloud looking for that opener. It's going to be Purple.
All right, Purpa gets the first kill. The Hunter's Fury. Can he? Why aren't you clearing your left? Hello? Okay, we get the trade.
Sidestepping and making it into the site. Spam for Sociable, not quite doing much, and well, they just fire right back. It was.
Hey, the fact that they saved this and can still get to 9 is really good. I really hope I just jinxed that. Nah, they should have this.
And the distraction of the dash used to buy some space and time for Yumpy to thread the needle up through long. Loon again. He just keeps on delivering, but this time the Lunatic is put down.
The Lunatic. Oh my god, that's such a great name.
Damage but delivered in return from GX down to just 4. And they've tapped. Oh, the timing is huge.
Oh.
It comes down to a bullet in either.
My god, Tomazi. What a kill.
3 more needed for overtime.
Yeah, you could see Tomazi sort of fell back just because he was so low at HP. Ended up having to turn back around. Again, though, solid work when it comes to this openers. I feel like those pacier hits do seem to be working wonders for the side of GX, and more after the combo breaker finally comes through. The one good thing for GX is they've been keeping that economy
More people than you really wanted to lose. BBL's taking a timeout, picking up something. I wonder what's on that whiteboard, man. Looks pretty cool.
The economy is still being called into question here for BBL.
Well, you saw Powell with his playbook out. 3 rounds left to play with. Economy not looking fantastic for BBL. When we get back into the game, you'll see that. There could be some investments, but for the most part, we're anticipating them keeping a lot of those credits, giving 12-10 over. But even if they do invest lightly, Tom, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be an easy round for GX.
I wish that Valorant had a way for coaches to like use their whiteboard like basketball. Like you could just like, because I don't think you can like screen share for your team or anything in a VCT match. But it would be really cool to just be able to like draw a play up on a whiteboard. Or like on Valorant, I should say, not a whiteboard. But
and also everybody they picked up is like either a CIS aimer or like someone who we know has fantastic individual performance. But the fact is, Loon and Prophet, and in fact the full squad have sort of.
And another thing is, I would be getting up on these timeouts. I'm surprised that none of these coaches make their team like stand up and shake off. I wonder if that's not allowed. But I would want their blood flowing. I would want them to like get up from their seats. Because I mean, you can do that and still listen to the coach and still talk.
Walking the right way. It's a gamble from GX. They don't know where their opponents are, and they're going to just use the pack mentality.
Maybe the earbuds aren't long enough to like stand up. Maybe just like directly in your chair. I guess you wouldn't be able to like move around a whole lot because the earbuds.
Behind the smoke, allowing those 2 pulses to go through, and now they pick their moment to emerge. A reveal of their own about to come in. It's destroyed immediately, and they turn their sights to that smoke where it came from. Already dealing with back and knowing Sociable's there. This round is a foregone conclusion. 12-10, but here is where BBL invest.
This is where the pressure truly is on for BBL. They came into this one as underdogs, not necessarily for reasons they would have liked. But the fact is, when you get this close to closing it out, that will be so much more painful if GX are able to get it back over the line. And what we sort of talk about.
All right, here's 10.
In general, across the board, in terms of players on the team, I guess excluding Yumpy, who kind of eclipses everyone. But even talking about coaching stuff, like Mark New came in last year. To join
All right, quick A control for Giant X. Riding into a Cypher setup.
But GX have been here before. Majority of their players have been
Little kind of bait and switch on C.
Can they show why even the youth can't beat their experience.
Trap there, waiting for the dash. Although it's a little shy, eventually they will be spotted. Vac, though, having been stunned up, not ready to pounce, will not punish. On the back of that trip, it's been destroyed on short too, so nothing left to play with, and he's been spotted.
I need to get out of that.
Shock darts to pursue him.
Ooh, 9 HP is tough.
Great shock dart coming out from Cloud. The flank's being spotted as well. They know it's coming, but it's Loon to swing the angle. West side greeting him on the other, well, in fact, bailing out, moving to the A side. They'll instead fight forward into the defender spawn, suspecting that's where it's weaker. West side and Tamazi putting up the numbers, and it's Vac down to 9 HP from earlier, trying desperately to give them a way back in, but they look at the economy, they realize it just isn't worth the risk. 2v4, low HP, they go to the other side.
It's an interesting choice. You had 3 there.
Successfully, Yumpy's got a player hot on his tail.
Well, that's the thing, they are high tail.
Surely, I don't know. I don't know what their intent was by having Cypher up in heaven. Don't you want to play on site with 3 and a side smoke? Instead of just giving it up to play retake on one of the hardest sites to retake in Valorant?
The problem though now is 3 rounds in a row for GX. Relatively clean ones, especially in comparison to some of the ones we've seen in the past. And in terms of ultimates, they definitely seem like they're closer to some of the more dangerous ones.
1 round left to play for. Time to put it all on the field. Loon, we haven't heard from him in a little while. He's being a bit more quiet. They know where he is. They've seen that cloudburst land, but the second is a fake. He pretends to fall back, stays for the fight, and 1 bullet landed, and he gets out with his life. The fight, though, on the C side won't be quite as easy to dismiss. Yumpy putting out his util to try and cause a bother, but GX are quick on the kills, taking control of Garage, blitzing in.
Man, this pacing is just working out so well for Giant X. Great team swing.
Another is found. BBL, they thought they might have had this 2-0, and if they do, it might have to be in overtime.
Gotta be in overtime.
A hero once again. Luckily, both the players we've talked about are still standing, or at least one of them is. Sociable.
Come on, Social B.
Only there for a trade, and now he's the only one left to try and stop the inevitable. It's been 3 in a row, looking for 4 as GX have come alive right at the depths and left on just 5 HP. The chances now seem at absolute 0. The time at least still there, but it's not going to be anything more. GX, it seemed like they were down and out, seemed like they were heading to the lower bracket. They have managed the streak.
Oh, there's still some life left on Haven. We could go all the way to Pearl. It wasn't looking likely. I think they needed 4 in a row.
I do not want to go to Pearl. I do not like Pearl. And I just want the next match to start, honestly. Let's be real. It's going to hopefully be a lot better.
But GX have managed to hold on tight, clutching to that ledge. And they won't go falling off just yet. 20 seconds until overtime kicks off, round number 25, and BBL back on the attack. The one thing is that might be back to comfort for someone like Loon, who has been missing for a couple of rounds. Players like Profek have stepped up for these huge plays. Have GX finally figured out Loon, or are they about to taste some of his fury once again?
A lot of this attack side was down to him. It was aggressive pushes. The rest of the squad just throwing in what utility they can to support him, but the defense are not just sitting pretty. They've pushed all the way up on A, and in fact, look to play a retake on this C site. 2 players waiting on the cross in Garage. But other than that...
Alright, nice little take by BBL. Get some C for free. Just happen to find the weakness. And Giant X is set up. Yeah, that's huge.
Look to make their way a little bit closer towards C.
Oh my god, he almost got 2 there.
Only finding himself the 1 before being dropped. GX maintain their advantage.
Alright, 2v4.
The furthest back man, a sneaky position.
And yeah, it's rough. Looks like Giant X is gonna win this one.
Suspicion confirmed, and the round on the board means GX are now fighting for that 3rd map. Just 1 round to make it there.
It would be the most sort of like GX fashion to be able to just turn it right at the last second. The same old team. For the unfortunate truth of BBL, that sort of lack of experience. Mentioned it, that youth was really shining in the early stages of this map, and the second they got to closing it, we see the tenured VCT players start to show their might. We always talk about the kickoff system.
All right, another timeout coming in for BBL.
Single elimination this time around. You're not one strike and you're out at least, but that lower bracket's not going to get any easier. I don't. That's the thing that's so exciting about coming back at the beginning of the year. I don't know who's going to be good, and for anybody who's going, well, I do. Just bear in mind, I would say in 90+% of everybody's tier list last year, the worst team was Heretics. Yeah. Just a thing. And if you're sat there going, oh, I never did, you're a liar, or maybe you're Spanish and you believed in the org. That's fine. That's fine. If you're a fan, that's fine. So anything is possible going into this season. I think we've talked about the likes of a gentleman.
His playbook looks raw. We don't know what we're gonna get. Really curious what's in there. It's just like names of players.
There is so much on the line here. So maybe you lose
a little leather binder.
Lost to the best team, or maybe you lose this match and you've lost to the 10th best team, and then you're going to go up against someone even tougher in the next match. It is brutal.
Yeah, there is no easy matchup on paper. I'm sure we'll revisit that point in 2 or 3 weeks, and we might have a different
stage one. We'll be like, oh, they had the easy game.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a blowout. But for now, it's all unknowns, it's all question marks, and separating these two teams seems to be quite a difficult task. 13-9, BBL took GX's map pick. With GX fighting back, we've gone to OT. Loon looking to recapture some of that magic from the first half. He won't find a victim. GX very patient on one side of the map, on A short.
Big first kill.
Sociable puts them in the ground.
And Loon is just throwing. What are we doing? We're one up? What are we doing?
GX right back into a position to pounce. Yumpy's trying to maybe catch the player utilizing that drone, but hasn't guessed the right side. And it's just going to leave in a stalemate for now.
One up on defense, and we're walking out. Like, go retreat, bro.
Success of BBL in this map. It's going to be alone, but it seems like the call is there. Rotation already in from Sociable to try and help him out.
See if Prophet can do it again. Good paranoia to start us off. Utility's not gone. He's made it out at least, but Sociable's dead up in heaven. A quick shot landed. He attempted to cover his teammates' fall back from that utility. He's lost his life in BBL now. One man down. The retake, tough up against the utility, still waiting to run that clock down a little bit further, but there's not much left for GX, so they get aggressive. A crossfire to start as they walk out of hell. It's going to be a couple of kills going GX's way that leave Prophet to once again attempt to clutch it.
And Ginex win map 2.
Well, GX have bought themselves a lifeline. We're going all the way to Pearl.
Yeah, it seemed like BBL had come into this one. Their dreams were coming true. An opening day that no one could have written. Instead, their nightmares might just be beginning. We are heading
What is going on? Oh, I see. I think after that map, Ginex will win. Alright, I'm gonna go get some food real quick.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Get up now. Get up. Get out. Live from New York.
SNL was the biggest show ever.
I gotta have more cows.
It's an American institution.
Everything you're about to see has never been seen before.
My first audition, I threw up.
I still have nightmares about the stress of Saturday night.
It is built on competition.
I think it's a miracle that I'm sitting here right now.
Yeah, I got fired. We gonna talk about it.
Oh boy.
Life, but you just gotta get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up now. Get up. Get up now. Get up. We just gotta live our life, we paying a price. Piece of the pie, I need me a slice. Yeah, rolling the dice, the scariest spice. Sticky like rice, the tricky reprise. Yeah, love will suffice, I suffer in silence. All alone, I'm lost on the island. Let's spread peace and less of the violence. Sebastian Bach on yachts playing violence. Yeah, the flowers violet, give me my rose. This for my city, all for my bros. Did it alone, so far in my zone. So raise your glass, let's all have a toast. I can show you how to get like me. Live your life till you die. Yeah, look, I can tell you how to live your life, but you just gotta get up now. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up now.
Well, we will be seeing a Map 3 in the first opening game of 2025 here in VCT EMEA. I'm your host, so I'm back here with Kakuka and Billy. Oh, you got to feel for BBL a little bit, Billy. That could have so easily been a 2-0.
We thought it was going to be a 2-0. We're like, okay, let's get ready for the next match. The way that Giant X were able to come back from an 8-12, it just shows that it's not over until it's over.
And you need to think of both sides of the coin, right? Like BBL lost that somehow, especially after being so close, right? They had 4 chances of just closing that on a very clean 2-0, especially for the expectations that we have with them playing with us up. And then in that moment, especially after the way that both of the maps started, Giant X decides that they're just gonna shoot and click heads. They're just gonna be extra aggressive. They're just gonna bump up the next gear.
Yeah, take the fight to them, right? Take the fight to them. But I'm glad you mentioned the early start, because after the first 4 rounds, you would have thought, yeah, it's gonna be 2-0. And then we see just some ridiculousness from this. Back-to-back clutches, and there was a thrifty as well. And that kind of kept them in going to the second half.
Yeah, exactly. And most of the times that this happens, this ends up being kind of a little bit of makeup just to the score, just to make it look good, seeing that there's not that big of a disparity. But as you're saying, somehow this actually gave Giant X that kind of strength, that kind of strength literally to pull up and keep getting the rounds. And as they were getting closer, once we got to OT, they were unstoppable.
Yeah, round 4 and 5 felt really weird for me to watch, because it felt as though BBL were trying to do the right things, and then Giant X were kind of just being able to shoot back. So yeah, it was interesting to see.
Yeah, and speaking of interesting, I bet Tom Mazzy's really happy he doesn't have to play Harbor all the time. But he looked good, you know, no longer a rookie, and you can tell the experience he's been gathering.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Of course, we know that his individual level is going to be there, but he was so reliable during this game. Actually, especially in this moment where they, from the defense, just send Purpo over and over to a little bit like a bait, there was always a follow-up coming in from the side of Giants. Either if it's West side coming in, pushing from a different side, or you have Tomasi opening and kind of getting like a late refrag, or just getting into these positions, using the Omen utility to the best of its potential.
Yeah, I think that's a great point as well. The way that he was using the Omen utility, that Shrouded Step, the Paranoia, was really, really nice to see, and he's up to like his old duelist ways, kind of. So yeah, no, it was really nice to see him.
Oh wow.
This is how our love.
Yeah, I actually do love looking at the loading screen sometimes, because you'll see our observers kind of goading them a little bit, bantering, saying some cheeky things, and
I don't realize how many observers they have.
Tom Mazzy, I mean, any lip readers out there can tell us what he said there, but it does. I like seeing him with a lot of fire and passion on stage as well. We did talk about how Purple got a bit diffed on map 1, and in the beginning of this map, it kind of felt like a similar story. However, as things progressed throughout this map, you could really see the difference that he brought to his side.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's more on the confidence side. I feel like we've seen.
Yeah, so 6-4 for Purpo and 9-5 for Loon is nice.
As a bait, create a bit of pressure, and we will follow up from then. But even though that was happening at the beginning, he actually took that as a warm up. And as the
thing is, like, I can recall at least 2 rounds that just should not have happened. Like that one anti-ego
I think what we've seen from Purple was he
was just bad.
First, right? And that was frustrating to see because it meant that Giant X weren't able to go in and take sites. But thinking about that as well, like Loon
now this
so quiet towards the later stages of the game too.
That's just kind of what happens if you're a duelist sometimes. Just kind of get farmed.
Yeah, this is the thing though. We will be getting Jimmy Lin back in the house. As we move on to Pearl, of course, one of the maps that wasn't available to play for a long time. How long? Do we know?
How long? Well, the last time that we played it in EMEA was the 22nd of July, 2023. Some of the players playing today were not even allowed to play.
No.
We love you, send that reference, but it is true.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while. Are we expecting anything to be different when it comes to compositions?
Oh, absolutely. I think that this is one of the maps alongside like Fracture and Abyss. The teams can get a little bit more experimental. Like so many things have changed since.
Oh yay!
Not in the
Pansy's casting with Mini.
I think that not only the compositions, but the way that you approach the map, and especially getting into this late into the best of 3. If you have something, it is the time to use it.
All I'm going to say is I've been 2 out of 2 correct on the Yumpy agent predictions on both maps. So I'm going to throw it out and say he plays Chamber.
Oh my god, that would be one to remember. I would absolutely love it.
As much as I like that, I want to see a deadlock. That sounds like really basic maybe, but you know, deadlock in the defense with that B-long push, I feel like they're able to like just stop it instantly with their kit. So I would really like to see a deadlock come up from either of these teams on Pearl.
By the way, very important change that did not affect the first 2 maps, but do not forget Astra was super strong on Pearl, and we're finally seeing it back with the 5 stars. I think that is definitely something to keep in mind for both of the teams, for any of the teams playing. So I want to see also how that's going to merge with the new utility. We also have the new Phoenix. We know that we've seen it in the past as well here. Feel like the possibilities are endless. What I would love, a Yoru.
Oh, yeah. I mean, not out of question. Especially some of these players, they do have Yoru in their repertoire, for sure. Teho, though, surely, some point, right? He's playable on Pearl.
Yeah, I don't think...
Whip him out.
Wheel him out. This would be the map that we get to see him on. I don't know.
I mean, now we said that, I think they're definitely going to troll us. They're going to be like, when you don't expect it, we're going to play it. I'm with you, though. I'm super down for a deadlock. Probably not a Yumpy deadlock. I think Vac will be a nice option there, I think. For them on the other side of this, you know, we see...
I do not want a deadlock.
...being such a bread and butter for Westside. I mean, obviously, he played Viper a little bit earlier. So, I mean, if he sort of flexes onto the Vice over Runner, I wouldn't hate that either.
I would like to see something that really changes the way that we've been approaching the game. I'd like to see like a double sentinel, not that much of the compositions.
A double Sunteeth would be interesting. I would want to see that.
But now that we're going on to Pearl,
Teo.
Like a double sentinel or a double dive, like, you know, pick your poison, but bring me something interesting.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think because it has been out of the map pool so long, and like you said, we've had so many new agent changes. I would love to see these teams start to innovate and really like make other teams think about how they approach the game.
Rise Chamber. I love that. Boring. Giant X. Boring. Snoring. Killjoy. Awful.
It's an extremely good duelist. Yoru was not in his repertoire. Like, that is not something that I was expecting for here. And also seeing Sociable on the Chamber. Like, this is... I'm really upset.
That is a great comp for BBL. Love it.
They could have put Yumpy on the Chamber for me, but hey, I'm down for it.
I'm completely...
I'm glad it's sociable. Jesus, that kid is crazy.
I want to see what they've been cooking up.
I mean, I also do as well. But on the other side was GX, so Purple is just going to stick to that jet, and it's Tomazi's Astra.
I mean, definitely, I think that is an agent that you need to play on Pearl. Like, all the combos are just, like, unheard of. But I want to see how he's going to perform individually. Another player that I'm really looking at, I know that Cloud is amazing on Sova, but I want to see how Runner is going to perform on the KO, especially with so much going on the other side.
Yeah, and I actually do believe it's Tomazi's debut on Astra. I'm not sure.
I wouldn't be
VCT,
surprised.
He's ever actually even played Astra. I mean, we've seen one version of Vice already previously. Left much to be desired, I felt like. What can we expect from this Vice Chamber duo here?
I mean, I think that the responsibilities are very different, right? Like Chamber is going to be more on those initial duels and just denying that trade. We've seen that the aggression has worked on the other side, so probably they want to fight that. And Vice is mostly for the post plant.
Yeah, it's a lot to break down here. I can't wait to see what Mitch and Tom made of this. Over to you guys.
Thank you so much, Yinsu. Well, you guys wanted something new on the desk, a little fresh interpretation of how to play the game. Tom, fair to say that they got what they asked for here. BBL really giving us a bit of a treat.
Yeah, Sue was asking about Tomazi. He has not played Astra before, but also Loon has not played Yoru, to my knowledge. So this really is a few firsts coming up. I want to actually check as well, has Vac played the Vice? Because I don't think that is either. So it is going to be a lot of players showing their sort of debut on specific agents. And I don't know if that makes me feel more excited or more nervous, because it does feel like this BBL comp has so much that could catch your opponent off guard, but then also so many new things that you have to have synergized together. Otherwise, you could just get smoked by something a little bit more simplistic.
Well, that's it for BBL. Attack side. Look, there's certainly some opportunities for them to take their utility.
Nice, man. If he's going to be doing that on Chamber all game, good luck.
Firing back in the other direction. Now they look towards the A site. Already one man to the good. The site under heavy threat. It's going to have to be West side again. Put a stop to this. He might even decide to
Little split take. A.
But only the one found.
Damage done onto Loon at least. He's a little bit low. You can see the wall put into place.
That is an interesting basketball.
Try and bait out so that
Yeah.
it's not going to affect them when it comes to the later round. In fact, the rest of the team are looking to fall off, and in fact, they've lost a player for it. I don't know if that was necessarily worth it, but with how low a couple are,
That was a... Maybe that was a misplay on the wall?
You know, 3v3 spike planted seems good for BBL. Like you said, it's the HP. Look how quickly Yumpy's dropped. It was a headshot as well. A clean way to put him out of the round. Sociable hope for the same, but the shot doesn't land. Loon, just 31 HP. You can't expect a lot from this man. Utility not there either. This guy's just got a ghost, making ghosts of his opponent. Cloud already down. Gate crash, I don't think is where he wanted it to go. Fake TP, not going to do much. Already tapped once. They should be worried at this point about it being stuck, swinging out, confirming it's not Loon.
Nice, nice. BBL is beautiful.
4-3K or they lose the round, and with 30 HP, he still delivers. Fair play. Good start for Loon's Yoru.
But this is the thing. You had the last map where you had yourself a single Turkish duelist, and you went, you know what? That hasn't worked out. Let's choose the one that sounds like a Sentinel and put it onto the second one, because, yeah, Sociable and Loon basically just won that one off firepower. I'm not going to talk about, oh, yeah, Vax Insane utility or anything of the sort. It was like, who hit the most headshots? The two Turkish players.
That'll get you rounds,
Hey,
let me tell you.
it's a gun game.
People have found that out the hard way. GX, the latest name added to the list. An attempted mid-push from the defensive side, but they are walking through a flash. Has been used up a little bit early from back. Good for him to clear the control, but now he's seeing that they're there.
He's not going to know that there's many there. Oh, you can hear him now. Okay, that wall.
Leaving a wall that if one of them runs through, they'll be isolated. At least two of them get out.
That's really nice, man.
There is a welcoming party.
Using the wall reactively. I like that.
I didn't know it was there. The drone's going to go over the top and remove any doubt at this point that the B side's pretty much clear. You can even see Sociable's now just waiting for them to rotate back in his direction, obviously looking to get towards that all-important tour de force, especially on a map like this. On the attack side, fighting towards B, it can be huge. And that's the thing, I think Yoru...
They only...
I remember...
Wow, look at their money.
It was massively enjoyable with how much space you can take, the flashes that you get alongside it. And it also just allows your duelist player to almost earn a few style points here and there. For BBL, maybe there was a moment in the early fights that this could have slipped away from them, but it is looking like a very easy round.
Limited threat with just Tomazi left. About as good of a start as you could possibly hope for. Loon with a chance to find a little something. And And instead
He got an orb.
Bullet swinging towards him. That's ult, I believe, online for next.
I mean, that's who you want to die.
Two away, but I thought one. Tamazi soon to fall. So 2-0 we go. BBL is not quite flawless, but it'll do.
One of those scenarios that doesn't matter too much. I think, yeah, the unfortunate part of this round is that we didn't really see too many kills go the way of Sociable. Obviously, that tour de force is the major value, but as you mentioned, having that dimensional drift online, the amount of space that can be taken.
You got 2 rifles. You got a Guardian, an Outlaw, and a Stinger.
I guess maybe having a few other ideas of what.
And we have the Yaro online already.
The distribution changing as we go. Purpo right up in their face. Won't find anybody to take down. And
Okay, this is a really cool play. We got some fake pressure going on in A.
There's been a push up towards A main as well. Good information to play with, but converting the kills with these weapons may be a different story. Runner,
Good try, good try.
But take a look at where the spike is, still sitting outside of the A site. It hasn't committed just yet, and they're keen to take this in the other direction.
So this is interesting. You did all this to 4 rotations, but there was no, like, take B going on. It's just kind of hold with Astra. And she gets 2. That's nice.
Shines when they need him to. He falls, that's the spike in the defender's hand, you're retaking it with weak weapons. Instead, there's now 2 guns on the floor.
So just kind of take the space here, kind of go for your little individual plays, and just pause and hold, wait for them to want to re-clear and walk, and pick them off. Now you have all this space to do whatever you want with it.
They don't panic and go to the B side instead. They're still sat here, waiting for this push to inevitably come through. BBL not expecting to see so many numbers.
Oh, well, getting 2 there is huge.
They might think that it's nice and open, that it's free, but now they know it's not. Tamazi doing more damage. Profect to 45, and a 2v2. Steps hurt though, and Yumpy caught West.
Just rushing.
Completely. The damage done now may not matter as much, as it's Tamazi who has to make a move through this wall. He may even have just been spotted. I just saw a ping go down. They know where he is. They know where he's coming from. And they've hit him. Profect with a 4-piece. This was a big feature of a lot of those rounds towards the end of Haven. And he stepped up to do it again. 3-0 start for BBL.
Yeah, he's looking like a fantastic signing. I don't think there's any doubt about it. The fact that this was 2 players with rifles looking to try and take him out, and he wins that battle with the sniper, the individual skill there, but then also being able to reposition late into the round.
Alright, 3-0 start for BBL.
It seems like a safe pair of hands in so many scenarios where rounds could slip away if he's not.
I mean, getting Yaro out round 3, huge, man.
Not a bad start for BBL, as they've put GX down to weak by yet again. Couple of sheriffs alongside a judge, the best that they could muster to try and challenge. And as you can see, looking at the minimap,
Tackside Outlaw, new chamber,
focus is going to
huge.
be around the other side of the map. 2 groups of 2 set up on A and mid, and the B site, where BBL are walking up, is a little bit light in terms of
I like this setup for Giant X.
Yeah, you almost feel like this would have to be an oversight on the part of BBL if he's able to get too much here. It is a bit of an off angle, and now has at least a little bit of support. Tamazi also going to try and
You got seen, bro.
across, but he has been spotted. Getting out of here should be impossible, and for Tamazi, he's basically just trying to play sort of.
And now you're tagged.
But he's also been spotted by the drone. Cloud will at least get one, and actually, they're making this one competitive. The
I mean,
working out maybe when they shouldn't, and now it's left all up to Sociable.
Wow.
Can't land the shot. It's going to be the pace save card thrifty for GX. And around
this is the same thing that happened on Haven.
remarkable stuff for GX. Look, your opponents can make all the mistakes that they want. You still have to hit those shots. You've still got to deliver it. They most certainly did. This push out from BBL, they have the flash, the reveal, the kills that come with it, but somehow Westside Profect putting up numbers. Sorry, Westside Profect returns, but it just doesn't matter. Players like Cloud, who we've already talked about.
Certainly a choice on the side of BBL to just contact A and like let the floods come in.
Finally finding one. 1. This should have been a big lead for BBL.
Like they had a lot of time to just go somewhere else or like back off and play longer angles, force them to re-clear. I don't think they had to force their way in there.
This defense to garner information, and then with the potential to reposition on Loon, have quick fakes with the smoke.
Some Thorn lineups, fun. Wow.
And almost just sell the idea that they're going in the other direction again. We're gonna see those vines play.
Yeah, but I think like the usual timing, like the drone should have come in first, then you had the spikes.
Of Sociable is gonna make his move towards A.
But they're selling it pretty well.
Nobody to catch off, but the steps away. That's all that they need to hear.
And if they got that pick, that would have been huge. Allows them to take the other side of the map for free, but Purpo anchoring with the op.
One player down, great utility removed from BBL's belt, but Loon is here to put up a fight and equalize the numbers.
How will they play this post plant? Phoenix have a lot of space here. Them having art control is really huge. Allows them to all just like face up and watch Flower, and Social B is going crazy. The trip is down. They're aware of it. Tamazi looks, but doesn't win the gunfight. It was a good round.
This ruse that was sold, even using a Hunter's Fury to fake out that B site. It didn't matter though when, I just think Cloud was a little bit too far ahead of everyone else. And that gives that fight back in. And, well, once you have that 4v4, everybody can just fall back and play these post plants.
Yeah, I think just the fact that he'd thrown out the recon, the timing of it makes him think, okay, I can take that little peek, I'll grab one, fade back, and we're back in, an even stronger position. But it wasn't necessary. Maybe hit those shots most of the time, but less and less over the last map and a half now for BBL. They lose one and they're right back to winning ways. 4-1, full buy up. Ult for Sociable in the back pocket, but Operator in play. Loon picking up opening, and himself and Profek, real highlights of this team in this series. Certainly in the last map, Profek taking a lot of the attention away from Loon towards the end. Seeing that many players fighting for the top spot of BBL, showing their teeth early on.
I didn't realize my team is watching.
Yeah, because again, a lot of the players that they signed were not like, you're not going for someone who has mass VCT experience and is
Hi. He's even a crossfire like on this angle.
I didn't realize you guys were watching.
Permanent crossfires. Damn, that's alpha as fuck. I respect the fuck out of that. I respect the fuck. Oh.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
that's my type of play.
Damn.
What chance you got?
Damn.
Hey, when you got a flash, yeah, hold on.
He just 360'd on him. Oh my god. Romeo would never.
Damn. That's crazy.
Jump for his team and 360'd, bro.
Yeah, Romeo's not having fun like that anymore, bro. He used to be doing like 360s and all this shit, bro. He just like, he doesn't have fun anymore.
That is crazy.
Damn.
They would have killed him too,
I'm really curious about, yeah, no, I know. Wait, which coach is that? I think it's Giant X's.
That was BBL.
Playbook? Oh, it's BBL's? Okay.
I think.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah. His little like leather playbook looks so cool.
Yeah, I think so. Giant X got Pipson still though.
Yeah. You're playing a dangerous game with West. You're playing a dangerous game.
That's Social B, bro. He was goated.
Tamazi though is still here, using the smoke. Oh,
Sociably. Pretty sure his name is just Sociable.
I know it is, but Social B sounds so much cooler.
Social Bleed, ha! Bleed.
Social Bleed.
EMEA.
Sociably.
Yo, wallbang him like a real man.
He doesn't know, bro. He doesn't know. Wait, is he gonna try?
Wait, no. Nah.
Tamazi.
Shit. Oh shit! He pulled out the sidearm.
Chat.
That was a Tamazi moment right there.
This wasn't a good play now.
It would just.
Yeah, maybe Giant X is just mid.
I picked BBL, bro.
Look at these names. Everybody but Purpo is like good. Like I don't know.
Gotta try to root him out of position. That's what the Hunter's Fury was supposed to do, but it didn't land.
So we're so bald. Oh, so we're getting kills.
We're getting looned.
We are getting looned. This guy's nice.
This guy is nice. He's just looning all over them.
Romeo needs to watch some loon VODs.
Oh,
this
God.
guy is insane.
Some loon.
They may have lost their last or their map pick. The last
He looks
on your room. That boy loon.
This guy looks like Patty Tech, but like a little bit tanner, you know.
And the worrying thing as well is that a lot of what got GX back into those games were like, okay, they had a big round.
Look at him. Look at him. He looks like Patty Tech. Look at him. Look at him. That guy
He does.
looks like Patty Tech.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Middle Eastern
That's all
Patty Tech.
I don't see Patek at all. I can't lie. Maybe it's just like this.
That is nasty, bro.
Where do you see Patty Tech, bro?
He took her fucking nose off.
Ew. Why'd we replay it? Poor guy.
They replayed it from both angles.
Oh god.
Why is this guy pissed? Yo, you won the round. You're good.
Crap, we lost 2 people. No.
Literally.
Sort of a classic Sentinel in the fact that he's alone.
Supposed to be weird, y'all. I mean, like that. Bro, we lost 2 people. Y'all tighten the fuck up, man. But what you, bro?
You know, Purple looks like Quicksilver from Marvel Kip.
Yeah,
Not
Evan
from
Peters.
Marvel.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. He just looks like Evan Peters. He just does.
The glasses plus like the angle too.
Oh, I forgot to bet on the games.
Do you ever do
I used to
that?
have, well, not like bet on the games, but like with the channel points and shit. I used to have like
Oh,
300k
gotcha.
on Sliggy, and I lost it all, bro. My gambling addiction got the better of me. I still got a milli or something on Tarek's stream. Is Tarek streaming right now?
Absolutely not. Yeah.
This guy's too early. It's too early for Tarek.
Like a weird ass assumption. I wonder if like if I was actually good at Val, so I just not even media, just like a black guy in general who was good in T1, and he was like, oh man, I want to be racist comments to be in the like Twitch chat.
Oh, 100%.
Hella?
A billion of them.
Wait, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? Valen is like one of the best players. And he's
I forgot
black.
about Valen, bro.
Deja Zen is also
Alan's
black.
just chill as shit.
DG's in. That is true. DG's in just
Oh.
got back
Yo. Are we sure?
Yo, this guy's playing gun game. He pulled out 3 different guns. Hello?
I can't believe Purple got that kill.
I can't either.
Val is not like full. I'm talking about like full black.
DG's in.
Then Deja
Yeah, DG's in
Zen.
is definitely
You
black.
mean just like not a light skin? I get you.
Yeah. I forgot about DG's in though.
And neither is Paint, but he only played like 1 game.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Did you see Fury is like gonna have a full like sub roster?
Like a
Yeah,
roster.
I saw that.
Like,
I took them out of my
Like,
pick'ems.
yeah, I should do that probably. Wait, let me see.
I'm trying to be 100%.
Look,
They're going
right
O2
here, right
barbecue.
Yeah, hold on. Let me change my pick'ems. You guys are gonna see my pick'ems here. Hold on.
I didn't even pick him in the first place, so I picked 2G.
I had him. I had beaten Lev.
There is no.
I did too,
way
actually.
NRG beats G2. I'm
I'm just
sorry.
kidding. There's no way. Who?
There's no way G2 doesn't win that. It's like the first time,
I don't know about no way, but I'm picking G2.
I don't know G2. They're nice. I'm an NRG fan. Like.
Wait, why is your bracket different? What did you pick?
I have crew losing.
Yeah,
Oh, you have crew losing.
In the
Okay.
upper finals.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
high?
I do. No.
They're
no, I'm
losing to
not.
crew.
You guys will see, bro. You guys will see. Or
Mhm.
no,
I'm an EG believer, but not that much belief.
Look, I had the G2 losing early, but then like they'd like understand it now and shit, you know.
I get that, because that can tend to happen.
And then I don't think where did I even put 100 Thieves?
That is kind of typical of energy,
Hold
though.
on.
Like, you get the
Changing
tape
that.
on them, and they get a bit easier.
Fuck it. New pick'ems. New pick'ems just dropped.
I'm down for that. I think that's very
I
likely.
had G2 winning. I'm pretty sure.
I do too. But they're probably going to lose one series, although I have them not losing any of them.
I had them going through uppers and winning. Yeah. I mean, the only series I really see them losing would be NRG, but I don't even like. I don't know. I would still probably take G2. Damn.
I think the only reason they're not heavily favored is because of what they did on the offseason. Or what they didn't do, I should say.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason on paper that they should be favored, and I think people put way too much stock in the offseason stuff.
Wait, who? NRG?
Yeah. Well, I was talking about G2, but like then in reverse for NRG. Because NRG are so unproven. So why are they favored above Sen and G2?
I mean,
I would take him over Sen for sure. Look,
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm taking over
I mean, Sen got rid of 2 players and replaced them with players, in my opinion, of equal value.
they got rid of tens, bro.
Right, but who they replaced is really good, and I don't think Saucy is good. So that's kind of what.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Like Tens is a 5
They are gonna clear the
star,
I mean,
but then
narrate for
Saucy's like
Saucy is like a firepower upgrade for sure.
right.
Yeah.
Like losing Tens is huge, but when it's like when it's Tens and Saucy, and then you replace them with 2 people who I think in totality are at least of equal value, we're chilling.
Come on, Profec, lock in, bro. Oh, he picked up the op. Damn.
Damn. Damn.
They won a round. Yay! Clap.
Yay.
That was Loon basically dancing around 2 opponents going down, and then I think Yumpy falls trying to help him a little bit too late. Like, those are mistakes from BBL.
I'm not too bad be doing shit like this, bro. We'll be down like 1-9. We went around. Yo, come on, as we get into it, man. What's the strat, bro? What we doing, bro? It's so good, bro.
No doubt we're seeing the same purchase on the other side, and well, after winning 4 rounds in a row in fairly clean fashion, the finances of BBL are very good at this stage.
And the reality is, Loon does that again, he probably kills 3 people. So
Hey, that's my lineup.
it's going to be very difficult to repeat that kind of a result. BBL had an all-in play that relied on Loon or a Loon opening or Yumpy trading. Neither of those things happened.
Peak social B peak.
Battle as a result. This time
Nah,
around,
fuck that.
the early work won't be quite as easy to connect on for GX. They've got to go find their own opportunities. And the operator in the hands of Purpo. You have to hope there'll be utility in play. A drone, perhaps from
He's staring at the floor. What does he do?
I don't know. Why don't they star recall,
Like waiting to
allowing
peek
him to
and
get
he
on the
doesn't wanna
line?
show his head, probably. I don't think he wants to show his head.
How tall does he fucking think his character is?
I don't
He's
know.
crouched.
Damn!
It worked.
The retribution.
My bad. Oh, well, B's free.
That was nice.
Look at the confidence, bro. He's like running up no scoped.
But also the slows is just not worth the risk. And now they have to try and retake this for
He puts the trip on site.
That's the one saving grace.
There it is, put into play on cue. The idea here, though, catch those players as they fade back towards long. Surely, look who's stepping up, though. Sociable is walking in for the kills. He's got the TP to get.
I wouldn't even say either of these teams is like out macroing the other. It's just like kind of like aim. Maybe this map is like the closest to like out macro I've seen.
I agree, right?
But like the first 2 maps, like neither team is really like outperforming the other in terms of macro.
What?
Cloud? 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 Give him the bob. What?
There could have been so many players in this
Nah.
to get the first
Ace is good.
ace.
Now look at me. You don't even give a fuck, bro.
EMEA 2025.
I respect that. I don't even give a fuck,
Someone who
bro.
I'm sure has been up there before
Dead.
in the statistics. It's just one
So it's a 5v3, and then this guy just does boom, boom.
That
boom.
first shot was nasty.
Okay.
And the rest of the shots were the defense bailing them out, or attack side bailing them out.
That was smooth, though.
That was just nice, I can't lie. They did kind of peek one at a time, though.
I think we've never heard Runner get that loud before. I heard his mic peak. We had the wrong compressor on. I'll have to reprogram.
Hello?
Alright, Loon's time.
I guess that's why you look down.
Whoa.
Okay, well, he wasn't crouched. I don't know what the fuck that guy's doing.
Hadn't have brought that cone. He didn't spike his hair. I think he would have survived that, but hey, listen, Sage players relate.
Give him a little haircut.
2 rounds left to play for in this half, and BBL, despite the opening pick going the other way, they're still
Damn.
aggressive.
Okay, like these guys are just dying on jiggle peaks.
Opening up these fights, getting so aggressive.
Yeah, that's why the God Op player is just a terrorist on the server. Look at this guy. That
He's
turret doesn't
walking
even
up
see
like
him,
he has
right?
an AR.
This
If
turret-
he
this
hugs
turret
the
doesn't see
wall, I
him.
don't think so. Oh my god.
Come on, Auramax. Oh, he had to break
they
him for him.
broke it? I mean,
That's
a
still
safer
fine,
option, I
though.
guess,
Yeah. Because he needs his team.
Much more passive stance. He is struggling so far.
Wait, when did?
Of this site, and already
Oh.
we're going to see the attempted use of that Hunter's Fury, and it has done damage, not only the kill, but also the tag.
Okay.
That's huge.
Okay. 200.
He darted with it.
That's on long now, no longer in play. The GX side, 3 versus 4.
So worried.
Disadvantage, utility stripped. A shock dart from Cloud, the drone to come up and at least spot back, but he's moved out of that position immediately. Luckily, the ping goes through in time for Cloud.
He's gonna get spammed. Yeah. Cloud is just like a terrorist right now.
For quite a while, he'll have to go swinging, and Purpo more than
And I'm not talking about CS:GO. Ew.
straight into the up he goes. They forced their opponent's hands.
Nice job, Evan Peters.
Find another round.
Yeah, good shit, bro.
7-4, 1 round to play for him. What was an abysmal start to this map becomes pretty doable towards the end. This could be a neck-and-neck conclusion.
He's even got like the glasses and the fucking. Oh.
Another start where
Oh.
I think he was like 2 and 7. He's now back to 9 and 9,
Oh.
having a couple of really big rounds for the squad. This was just delaying that reaggression.
Who do you think's gonna win, KC versus thingy?
Like, you know, otherwise there's shock darts.
Navi.
Well, that's the big one. You can move people out of awkward positions. The start
I forgot who I picked already. I can't lie.
by Prophet to be in that scenario.
I don't remember if I actually submitted my pick'ems. It might be too
I
late.
picked KC.
I think it's a toss-up.
I'll take KC.
I think these 4 are the worst 4 teams in the thing, though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
These 4 are the worst 4 teams, and then like this team is like kind of up there though, or down there rather. Koi's mid in my opinion.
Some of these rounds and looking ace under Cloud's belt just a few rounds ago certainly helps out.
And I
That's
think of
why
all the teams that
America's
got,
is so
like-
much more interesting, because the lowers actually have some cool matchups. Good teams.
I was gonna say that I think like EMEA is more interesting because of that. Like EMEA has like
gotcha.
their worst teams are like closer to their better teams, so it makes it like overall more interesting. Wow, he's got a good lurk.
Don't you dare sociable. Good. The shot better than the blade. And the ult's still there to play with 4 shots, 3 opponents to take down, and a quick fire rate.
Can he recover an 8-4? Come on. Come on, Sociable. This is all you, buddy. Devoured. So what, was it 7-1 to 5-7? It's like the first map, but in reverse.
Yep.
Or no, actually not in reverse. Just like straight up the same.
Yep, BBL threw the early advantage on Lotus.
Or wait, no, it was. I already forgot. Who had the early advantage on Lotus? I swear it was.
It was definitely BBL. Definitely BBL. No wait.
Oh no, Giant
maybe
X.
it wasn't.
Giant
It
X.
was Giant X.
BBL
Yeah,
came
because
back.
BBL's
Yeah, they
matchup.
came back. They came back. And then they kind of swept it after the first like 5-6 rounds.
Yeah.
Let's see my EMEA pick'ems. I got the script. Don't worry.
I got the NA script.
I'm Fnatic making a lower bracket run after losing to Heretics. I don't know. I feel like Heretics could like lose somewhere in here, but I'm just not sure where. So I just like had them winning anyway.
This to me is their event. If they don't win, I don't think they're gonna get a chance to this entire year.
You think?
I just think Vitality has a higher ceiling, and then they're gonna be better teams.
Yeah.
You need to start off with this international win before other teams have had time to like really ingratiate and get better.
So was Leo just still not coming back for a while?
I guess not. They're being so vague. I would love to know what the sickness is. Like, does this
apparently he
dude
has
have
like
cancer?
lung sickness. I saw like on Boaster's. Sliggy was talking about Boaster, and he said that like on Boaster's stream, he was talking something about his lungs or something. I don't know, like long-term COVID.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know though. I think these 5 are still really good though. Like Kajak obviously came from Apex. He's like one of the people who carried that roster. Like he's just a nutty tier 2 player. Like I definitely see success.
I mean, they got crashies.
Yeah.
I mean, they got crashies. So like, come on now.
They got Boasty.
They're a top 3 team. No doubt.
Like, he would have been able to just teleport back if needed. The attack, though, similarly to their opponents, looking to try and
I don't think they'll win anything, though.
and that's where
Unless they're just really ahead of the meta.
This is some interesting Vise tech. He's kind of got a great read on this, too. Dodge the flash, though.
Enough time there for the trade to come through. West side opening up a bit more space, but still on the site is Loon. Holding his ground for now, but a big challenge comes.
Yeah, Purple got full isolated by like 3 people and still got one. Damn.
Oh, that's killer.
Back to a 2 versus 2, but post-plant positions and some util still for Tamazi.
Are you like a second ahead of me?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Are you on Sliggy stream or no?
No, I'll go on to Sliggy stream.
Oh! Yo!
50, 50, 50. Yo, fight him.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That was really scary.
He was just getting in his head a little bit.
Tell me when Diffuse is done.
He like paused halfway through. Diffuse is done right now.
I clicked on Sliggy's and I'm still ahead of you. How's that possible?
It's probably because I'm streaming or like my internet's bad. Because like I don't have Ethernet, so like my internet's a little like buffered.
Gotcha.
5-1, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Wait, did BBL win 5 pistols? Is that real?
He's off to a flying start. He had a good round to close out the previous half. But they will need
I think he's saying it is.
BBL may
Yeah, it's 5-1. Jesus.
I thought they split on the first map. Or did they win?
Yeah,
both?
5-1. Yeah.
Oh, they won both
on
the next
pistol.
two?
Yep.
Yeah. They split on first map and then won everything since.
I'm brain dead.
I mean, that's a good way to win games, being really good at pistols.
It really is.
Especially
That's
against
why
teammates,
we
teams that are
always
close to you.
struggle.
In this half, I feel like this is where the Vice utility can be a little bit more valuable in a sort of selfish way. Like when it comes to the attack, a lot of what he'll be doing is trying to hold flanks and be put in awkward battles.
Hey, Cloud got his. Good shit, bro.
Okay.
GG.
That's some shit you would say, though, Con.
Literally,
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Those streaks of rounds again. Bear in mind that
Vanity.
in the last map, what they were 13,
He's a CS player now.
12, 8 down.
Is he actually?
Take it to
Yeah.
overtime. It's possible. It's doable. I feel like they need to start doing it now and not lose another round.
Not faded or like after 3 of your teammates die indoors, like forcing through doors. I don't just like brain dead. I don't know.
No, bro.
I don't think you're 100% trying to win it at that point.
Yeah, literally.
Just trade him, bro. Just trade him, bro.
Just trade me, bro. Ah, fuck, that was 2. Fuck.
A bait for Profec? Yup, he's really putting pressure on the mid, try to get them to rotate. Oh, regen shield though? Regen shield at work. They don't really have a graphic for it though, do they?
Nah, you can't tell on the like.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
I mean, it'll like show it charging back up, but there's not like, a different thing like pre-round. Like you don't know until it charges back up. We'll expect it. It's kind of brain dead, but.
Is Vat gonna like get a 4th kill or nope? Damn.
Oh, Loon dying there sucks.
Timing? Come on, Sociable, get like 8 here. Kill them all. Okay. Yo!
No way.
Tap it!
No way!
Tap it, motherfucker, tap it! What's this guy not tapping the bomb for? He's like, I'm above that shit, bro. That's some Romeo shit. I'm not gonna tap the bomb. Like, what?
Nah, that is some Romeo shit.
Oh! Oh my god! Kill him! Oh my god! Yo, that was insane. Yo, this guy's next up, bro. This guy's next up.
I wouldn't tap the bomb either.
Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah, fuck.
No, you're right.
Holy shit.
Yo,
this guy doesn't even care.
No reaction, light work, no reaction.
Okay, this is criminal.
2v5 with a Marshall, yo? Like
his movement was kind of like actually like nice as fuck, but that is criminal out of Purpo. That's salary.
Hey, I guess that's why he's not using the headhunter.
That's my classic out there.
Oh my god.
He did like the silent rage. Like he like got up and like made a fist, and then he like wasn't about to hit his desk, bro.
He grabbed his headset and he stood up to punch the desk. I'd be so mad.
Damn. I mean 2v5 on bonus. Like I guess a Marshall, bro. Oh my god.
Hey, we go
This give this guy the trophy already.
We going back to back.
Rookie of the year.
Is BBL even considered a Turkish team anymore? No, right?
I mean,
Turkish org, but not a team.
Oh, yeah, maybe. This Loon guy's Turkish. Is Sociable not Turkish?
Profek is like Polish.
He looks
Yampi's not.
Yeah, obviously Yampi is not.
Turkish. Sociable is Turkish.
Yeah,
Well, the only two on this team, yeah, are Loon and Sociable.
Is Chiwa or whatever his name is?
No, he's fucking Russian.
Russian, huh?
Yeah.
That's basically Turkish.
This round's over. Let me see.
Not at all, by the way. It's really not that close to each other, I think.
After every kill. After every kill that came in from that guy Sociable.
Chiwa.
It needs to be like one of those.
Are they even? It says European, yeah.
Really?
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah, but they're like a Turkish org still.
Yeah.
Let me see. How good was this guy in on Fireflux? So let me look at a random game and see how. Where is he? Oh, here. Okay, I mean, he's a fill player. That's not a bad game.
You're gonna be waking up thinking about the marsh. You're gonna be thinking about.
Well, he doesn't play chamber. He doesn't play chamber. He did.
Look at the pickups that have come through from BBL, and I'll be honest with you.
So are GX gonna get an attack round ever, or?
Nah. They're trying to go home. They're tired.
Guy's got a default outlaw on him. Look at him. This guy didn't even put an outlaw skin on.
And he got 3, by the way. I think he Jimmy Pickles. Jimmy Pickles, let's go, bro.
Thank you, Jimmy Pickles.
Jimmy Pickles the prime. Hey, look at this guy standing behind them with so much aura, bro. I hope they show it again. The supervisor or whatever, like the admin.
Everything's going as planned. We're now
This
going to win the remaining rounds in a row and close this one out 13-11.
I carried for the first
These are
time
the
in my
new
life.
coaches.
He's saying this is actually weird. That's actually his known saying, love you bubs. He says that whenever he signs
Yeah, look at this guy back here with all the aura.
Oh, really? I'll check that out backstage. I'll follow
Haggard looking beard. Where is this? Is this in? Where is this happening?
Okay,
Where's Kickoff happening?
I just clicked on Artist's
I don't know.
and he said on Navi they tried
Berlin.
to trial Sociable, and the org he was on charged them 10K a day to trial him.
That's probably true.
What?
That's an exaggeration. That's probably an exaggeration.
I mean, I don't know. That's what Slicky said earlier, but I just clicked on his stream. He said it again, and he said we told him to fuck right off. He said that is a scam. 10K a day would be crazy.
That is so funny.
I didn't think the food was that cold.
Say he gonna leave, but we're gonna get our bag.
I know I ordered a steak and I got fish.
Oh my god.
Didn't even mind that.
I'm sorry. Artist is. I have to click off. It's ahead.
He gave it the side eye for a
It's ahead.
Okay.
Damn.
Just quick.
Come on, one more. The respect from the Jet, by the way. If the Jet just swung, you would have killed him.
He's actually been able to set up for a second bite of the cherry. This
Man, the Astro to smoke, nice.
Yeah, this game's over before it started. The second Sociable was on chamber, the game is over.
I saw that in the preloading screen. I was so excited.
I know. I can't lie. I was excited for this comp too, but I knew they were gonna stomp, bro. Like this comp, bro. It's just like they gotta have aura for this shit, bro. There's a certain just aura level.
They give up A, instead pushing in to take control of main. This is a
Look at the A main control though.
some control and an angle to fight.
Hey Asher, you got my back? Okay.
You'd think he's under pressure, but he
Well,
has support.
That's a shorty.
One sniper was
Oh,
in.
how's this guy not dead? Yo.
You're done. Okay.
Dance like nobody's watching. That's
If you just went like astral form and like put down a recall star on his face, he low-key would have lived.
time, if nothing else.
Or just like smoked it.
If you have a
Yeah.
one-shot sniper,
Okay, smoke off the op. Doesn't even matter.
Ticking away as they attempt, and I mean attempt, to get into that site.
When you get ace like that, I mean, that's like a tilter.
Initially, I was thinking they should just have done Fnatic comp and done ISO, but he's just a demon with the op. That chamber just makes more sense for him.
I'm excited for this roster too. I mean, this is Suigetsu's revenge match too. Like,
nah, listen, I don't even feel like this game is gonna be that close. I feel like KC just kind of clears.
I low-key agree. I low-key agree. I low-key agree.
I think it's just so early for them.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. Like, Sadak on a good team, I'm excited for. Hero, Qualanoob, Chow, those are really solid players as well. Like, not like Navi.
I'm excited for the new players too. Like, I'm excited for Ave. I've been hearing a lot of good things about Ave, and I mean, Elite's like no slouch. Elite was like literally the best player on BBL like every game. Like, look, he was doing this like every game the entire like season. By the way, like, hold on, look at the freaking stats. Elite's like up here somewhere. Okay, maybe not. Still not bad. 41% headshot, calm little. I mean, he's good, bro. I don't know. He's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's Turkish, bro.
He's Turkish Sentinel, bro. He doesn't even need to talk to his teammates. He's just gonna shoot them.
There is no bad Turkish.
Sadak can run Phoenix finally, and it not be like a throw.
True.
That's
What
what
is
I was
Sadak
thinking
even
about
playing
earlier.
for the team?
I saw
Let's finish this game.
someone Initiator, I think, when they were.
What was that? I feel like he's like recon.
Yeah, they put him on Sova.
Yeah. Casual little collat.
I mean, this guy just took over. Like, I don't know. Like, what
Pretty
can
much.
he do?
He should not have peaked that, but
Come on, Cloud.
That guy's 5 kills. This guy's 5 and 10.
Yeah, I mean,
No, he is coasting.
oh my god, how did they not kill him? Yampi? Wait, he got him off the bomb though. He got him off the bomb. It was low-key mission complete. It was low-key mission complete. He did the right thing, low-key.
Swung, bro.
Yeah, he got him off the bomb. It's like low-key fair.
Oh my god. Yo. This is that guy just toasted. He went 6 and 10, bro.
I mean, yeah. Wait, let's see. Did they play at all in the off season? I remember like 1 or 2 games. They played a couple games. Not Foot and G2 and Koi. Sunset. Oh, he did. It was Martine on the Phoenix though. Sadak was on the Sentinel? Oh, I guess because double Sentinel. He's like flex then. He's got to be flex.
yeah, he should be. He was always kind of a flexible guy on Loud.
For sure.
I mean, he played like Rays. He played everything, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flya dropped a couple bombs in the off season.
Yeah, Fly going crazy.
He's the IGL now though, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
can't blame him too much. But they did kind of drop a couple bombs in the off season.
Nice job, BBL.
Alright, time to watch a video about Victor Wembanyama.
Wait, I think I sent it. Did you see that he jersey traded with this little kid and he sold it and the little kid put it up for auction an hour later? That was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
He's aura maxing, bro.
Just died laughing.
Get my bag up.
Hold on, look at that shit, bro. He's like the best two-way player in NFL history, and it's like his 2nd year ever.
Damn.
Wembanyama's nice, bro. But Jokic is the GOAT. Even though Jokic can't play defense, it's all good, bro. He's like the best offensive player in history, too.
Jokic?
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, actually, how do you stop him? Like, genuinely.
Loon and Sociable, really good performance.
Yeah.
From them.
Hector Banana. Yeah, okay.
Hector Banana Bread.
I'm just waiting for the Wizards to, like, go last just to, like, not get Cooper flag anyway.
Standings doing there.
You know the funny part was Javon was a Wizards fan because he's a Bradley Beal
Stanton
fan.
does the interview as well.
Not a
That's
Wizards
funny.
fan anymore.
How did he do it against Miami? Oh, 13, not bad.
I was expecting to
Bro, he did